Chatters. Chatters. How are we doing today, chatters? We got a lot planned today, I think. We've got quite a lot planned today. Making me watch 3 ads? Unlucky. Right, okay.
We got a lot planned today.
We got some React Andy that I need to wrap up on. And then finally Fear and Hunger. I mean, I don't know whether we're doing Fear and Hunger or... There's this game that came out called Mouthwashing that just came out that chat was telling me to play. I think it's like 2 hours long. Maybe we do that and then we do Fear and Hunger afterwards.
I'm not sure. Your hair looks very easeful today. Thank you.
Decrease the music. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, forget it. Fucking.
Darkwood video was good. Didn't watch it. Cheers, mate. When's the next video? Tomorrow. I mean, since you're here, I might actually do Fear and Hunger in a bit. I gotta do some React stuff, though.
Can watch the 7 seconds video of Tommy Wasted Joker.
You watch the 7-second video of the Tommy Wiseau Joker. Thank you, Underchub. Enjoyer for the 10. Isn't that the one where he just screams? He goes, yeah! I want to get a Dr. Pepper.
I've only got one Dr. Pepper left. What? You what? I've only got one Dr. Pepper left. Are you trolling? One Dr. Pepper. It's over. That should be over.
Oh, shit drink anyway. Shut your mouth. Shut your little mouth. All right. Let's do it, maggots. Let's start. Ooh, I wanted to watch this because have any of you been seeing those really bizarre YouTube bot comments that are like absolutely everywhere now? It'll be saying like a full name or something like that. It's really weird. Like Marie Johnson Peter Griffin or something like that.
So I've gotten weird comments before, but today
Uh-oh. I played it on 2x speed because I have ADHD.
So I've gotten weird comments before, but today I got 2 comments that really caught my attention. Young, Brian, Paul, Susan, Martin, Jessica.
I thought that when these comments were being spammed, they were doing something to like get you banned. Like spamming some kind of like weird online video or something like that. 2x speed, Omega lol. Do you think I watch a single video off stream at normal speed? That's funny.
Okay. Alan, Christopher, Perez, Daniel, Lee, Richard.
Thank you, Sargo, for the 10. There's this guy making a horror game where you play as a dog. I think you should check it out. Poultry Party Games. Yeah, I could do. Thank you, man.
Right. So most reasonable people would look at this and say, huh.
Wait, you guys don't watch videos on 2x speed? You actually don't? I can't watch a video unless it's on 2x speed. Like, I'm just not getting the information quick enough. Like, I remember, like, I always watch TikToks on, like, 2x speed as well. I do this thing, right, where I click on a video to watch it in 2x speed to get the information faster. And what I also do, which sounds really bitter, if I'm watching a video, if I see the little timeline moving, I quickly move my thumb on the bottom of the phone, and if it's, like, just over a minute, I just immediately skip it. Like, it could be the cure to, like, world hunger or cancer, but I just skip it out of spite because it's exactly a minute long. Despite me making content that is exactly 1 minute as well.
Seems
Chat is saying complete brain rot.
pretty spammy. Oh well. But not me, because I live for this kind of stuff. And there's
Why is everyone saying cooked? Why is everyone saying cooked?
definitely something
There's one guy saying so real. There's one guy. You're a real one, bro.
suspicious going on here. For one, both accounts are basically brand new with no
August 26th, September the 5th.
information. But let's take a closer look. The first
2x
comment had the
speed
word
Andy.
I give the 10 Modelo. Yeah, come on, 2x speed. You just get the information quicker. It's normal. I'll be honest, though, like, no joke. I need, like, some kind of dopamine detox, genuinely. Because I'm watching, like, videos on 2x speed. I'm watching TikToks on 2x speed. Like, I'm trying to speedrun video games. Thank you, Rybad, for the $40. Thank you, man. I was able to finish the Darkwood video. Gotta say, it was another masterpiece as always. And I really loved that you had a small loan of $1 million. By the way, why did you have to put that face at 5 hours? Okay, I gotta show this, right? Because everyone got really angry at me for this. What the hell? There we go. So we put in an edit. I've shown this before on stream. This
is not funny.
Let me see. Where is it? No, not that bit. Where was it again? 5 hours. This scared a lot of people, but I have shown it before. We put in like this terrified me, by the way. I think it's because it's my face.
Hey Pyro. Hope you've been well. Looking forward to seeing you at PAX again this year. I was the scout/Jotaro last year. Sorry for interrupting your lunch that day too. Love your work in the Darkwood vids. Keep it up, man.
Thank you, Miss, for the 10. Yeah, I vaguely remember someone that was dressed up as the Scout. There's so many sick cosplays at PAX. Yeah, I can't wait to go there again. It just sucks the meet and greet this year is really short. I think they only gave me like 4 hours on one day. Like, it's just not enough to see everyone. The carvings is a completely indestructible barricade placed on the window. I originally found it a bit stupid. You know, you can't destroy a barricade because it's made of wood, not metal. But, you know, let's just say it's special, dark wood. But you can bypass. That's it. That's it. There's no jump scare. Dark wood. There's no jump scare. Like, that's an edit of me. Like, it's an edit of me, like, doing that, like... And then the face has been, like, twisted and stuff like that. And it's funny because I've seen so many people on the subreddit crying that they put the video on to sleep. And then that just came up randomly. I mean, there's not even any audio or anything. But to be fair, if I saw that at 5 in the morning, I would probably cry. So I understand the outrage.
Jessica, which happens to be in my blocked word list. So YouTube automatically pulled it for review, where it has continued to sit for 5 hours. The second comment didn't have any words in my blocked list, so it was posted and then deleted about 15 minutes later. So you might reasonably ask yourself, why was the second posted comment deleted, but not the first? I tested this by making 2 comments with my other channel.
It's trying to find your name and stuff, right? Like, it's just doing everything under the sun, like every single name, every single location, just to try to get info from you. It's like reverse engineering.
Jessica is on the block list and Susan is not. When I go to the video page and my comment history, I can't actually see that one is not being shown. I had to look with a different account to see it's not there. But if the comment is missing from the comment section, it's a pretty obvious signal you found a word in the creator's block list. But now the question is, why names? Well, most creators tend not to put their real names online, but that would get foiled pretty quickly when you get a comment like, "Oh hey, Jessica, we were friends at Susan B. Anthony Middle School. It was so cool that you had a house on 3rd and Market Street, and your mom, Gloria, maiden name Smith, made the best apple pies." So it seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, this is why, like, thank you, Diesel, for joining. I know it's not the same point she's making, but I'm very happy that I'm not a faceless YouTuber, because I imagine, like, that is just soul crushing. I think the only faceless YouTuber, like, that's within the same, like, realm of views as me is probably someone like Memulous. Like, I don't really speak to him that much anymore, but I think I remember seeing him on a podcast or something saying how he doesn't really want to be famous. Like, you know, going on tour, stage stuff, like, that's not really his thing. He's more kind of, okay, just, like, kind of being in the background kind of thing. I don't think he was ever planning on doing a face reveal either. It just doesn't interest him. And then you've got someone mega famous like Corpse Husband, right? And I just remember hearing, like, the anxiety and stuff he had. It was just completely soul-crushing how he'd use a razor blade and cut his face, like, before recording Among Us videos. Like, I swear, the anxiety of, like, the anxiety of people trying to find your information or find your face, it's honestly better that it's just out there. Because once it's out there, it's like, wait, I was really worried about all that for the longest time, and, like, nothing happened. What the hell? Thank you, Shimada, for the $60. Damn, thank you, man. Just want to say I appreciate you and your content. I'm watching my way through the Darkwood video. Enjoy the videos, React Andy. $60, thank you so much. Appreciate it. But yeah, that was yeah. I think okay, this is a really weird cope. Right? The biggest anxiety I got was, like, when it, like, before I got outed for being into, you know, the whole the funny circles, we'll call it that, so I don't get demonetized. Like, genuinely, my biggest anxiety was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be outed one day. It's over. It's so over. It's so over. Like, there's a breadcrumb trail. I remember, like, people would link me tweets and, like, posts from 4chan of, like, people being like, wait, he's probably into this, right? Like, he's doing it way too much in videos. And it gave me so much anxiety. And then when I got outed, it was like, oh, is that it? What the hell? I was panicking for, like, 5, 6, 7 years about, like, an actual doomsday event. And then when it actually happened, like, it was nothing. So yeah, genuinely, like, when you're ever worried about something coming out, it's genuinely never as bad. Oh yeah, I remember this like trans YouTuber, some woman that lives in Amsterdam, some makeup YouTuber, I forget her name. But, like, people were, like, basically trying to come out and say, like, oh yeah, I'm going to expose to everyone that you're actually a trans woman. Because I don't think anyone knew that she was trans. And then she basically just came out herself and was like, yeah, I was a guy. And then just no one cared. So genuinely, I think one of the rules with that is, like, the worst thing someone can do is think that they have power over you with information. And if you just come out with it yourself, it's like they literally have nothing to hold over you. So it's you kind of sigh up.
When are you playing Fat and Slopper today?
Probably after a couple of React Dandies. Thank you, Ripley, for the 10. It's definitely like you sigh up yourself into thinking the worst case scenario. Like you catastrophize a little bit. Like, oh, someone knows something about me that I don't want the public to know. Oh, this could be really bad. And then it actually happens, and it's like, wow. You know, I think a good comparison is like constantly going up in a roller coaster, and the anxiety isn't when you drop off the roller coaster. The anxiety is like going up the roller coaster, that escalation. It's like, this is bad, it's getting worse, oh my god. And then when it actually happens, it's like, why was I so freaked out? Like, you know, like I get it, it's like hard coded into your brain, right? It's a fight or flight meme. Like you literally had it as like a caveman to survive and stuff. Like you always had to think of the worst case scenario so you could like overcome it and stuff. But yeah,
creators would put names like Jessica, Susan, Gloria, etc. in their block list. The problem is most creators probably don't realize that their block list can be reverse engineered. So what was the goal of these comments? So I don't think I was personally targeted because there were only 2 comments and you need a lot more to find a single person. My suspicion is that the bots are looking for channels owned by specific people with one name in each comment. For example, Brian Lee or Richard Hall. They're probably using
the worst part about going on stage is the moment before stage. Yeah, definitely. Like, it's funny, whenever I do, like, a meet and greet and stuff, like, even at PAX, right? Like, just before seeing the hundreds of people in the queue, like, I will literally, like, be panicking. Not panicking, but I'll be definitely a bit shook. I'll be like, oh, this is, oh my god. Like, I've done this so many times before, why am I anxious again? And then, as soon as I say hi to the first person and realize they're a million times more terrified than me, it's like, oh, why was I so worried? I do wish you could change that part of your brain where you don't get worried by the anticipation, no matter how many times you do something. But yeah, it's like, because I do meet and greets so infrequently, I'll do like 2 a year. So it's like, I'm not doing it like monthly, so my brain doesn't have time to like adjust to it. It always kind of like factory resets. Like, it sucks, but it's like, you know, 5 minutes of anxiety and then meeting like hundreds of fans. Like, it's definitely worth it.
Bots to narrow down to channels that have a double.
Swagger threw up before doing his stand-up. Is that real? Damn. I mean, I've never done stand-up before. Ever.
Comment block, and then they'll do a more fine-grained search from there. But this is just a guess, so let me know your crazy conspiracy theory in the comments. Maybe there's something tying these names together that I'm missing. Also, maybe
I was really worried it was linking to like some kind of like I always thought personally with those names, because it's the similar pattern of names, I thought it was linked to like a porn thing or something, like a child exploitation thing. And that's why, like, when I saw those names, I never Googled the names, because I genuinely thought I'd be put on some kind of watch list or something. Because I'm like, why are you saying like a string of names? And I swear one of them said like girl or something like that. And I was like, okay, I'm just banning you like straight away. Like, that's really, really weird. But yeah, it's so weird how bots do that. It's like those Mr. Beast bots, like how they always, they'd always like, you know, pretend to be him doing like giveaways and then put scam links. Like, bots are so like, you remove links, you remove certain words, and they always find a way to like fill up the comment section. It's funny because it's really easy. Thank you, Frost, for joining. It's really easy for me to filter out bots, by the way, on my channel, because whenever I see someone leave a genuine comment, I know they're a bot. I know they're a bot straight away. Like, I saw this one comment of a girl wearing a bikini, and she was like, "This is a really great channel. I'm enjoying the video." And I was like, "That's a bot. That's a bot." Not because you're like a woman wearing a bikini, but like because you said something nice in a Pyro video. That's a bot.
You let your creator friends know so they don't get doxxed. The blocked word limit seems to be really high, so if you're going to put your real name, also just add every name you can think of, I guess.
You just add every name and then like not... the real meta would be to add every single comment, every single word onto the English dictionary, so nothing can be commented. I remember Total Biscuit did that, actually, when he was still alive. I think he did disable comments, but like not a single comment would get through. And then he moved the comments over to his Reddit, I think, because he just thought the YouTube conversation was just so toxic. Oh, I wanted to watch this. Someone made a video on Slop Live. How much slop is in a Pyro Live video? This guy actually did like he did the math, bro. He did like the mathematical equations. When will you continue the Black Mesa purple hat? I do need to get back to that at some point. I was going to talk to some people about getting some mods set up for it, and that kind of just fell to the side a little bit.
We all have a few guilty pleasures of who we watch on YouTube, and unfortunately for me, Pyro Live is one.
Why does this guy sound like... He sounds more deep-voiced than when I was faking the deep voice.
One of them. For those of you who still have multiple remaining brain cells to rub together and don't subject themselves to the content pumped out on Pyro's second channel, you might be unfamiliar with the format of an average Pyro Live video. Essentially, Pyrocynical waits for Moist Critical to upload a video about...
That's not true. That's not true. We've actually changed the format now. We've actually, a couple of days ago, you know when Charlie uploaded that video on the ballroom thing in Detroit, that big scam, I recorded the video, I was ready for it to go out, and then like it had to be edited, and then as soon as we saw Charlie's video, we were like, nah, let's scrap it. Like I'm not doing No Country, what's it called again? I'm not doing There Will Be Blood, I Drink Your Milkshake. I'm not doing that.
About a situation which is of course crazy. Then a huge air raid siren in Pyro's house blares at 120 decibels, to which he immediately jumps out of bed and heads over to his PC.
That's called obsession. That's called obsession. There's a perfume for that by Calvin Klein. It's called Obsession for Men.
Remember, time is of the essence, so research, if any, must be extreme.
Oh, I don't even use Twitter anymore. That's the worst thing. That's less research.
Extremely fast. He opens up OBS, a few Twitter tabs, and if he's feeling energetic, perhaps a Dexerto article.
No, Ludwig does that on Mogul Mail. Ludwig is 20 tab Andy. That's not me. I don't show the tabs in the video.
From there, the slop unfolds. Amazingly, he'll somehow turn the most mundane, nothing burger of a topic into a 25-minute masterpiece. As a
It's actually 27 minutes. 27 minutes.
fellow bag chaser, I must admit his ability to churn out slop with such ease and finesse is outstanding, and I would commit horrendous acts to possess just a fraction of his slop-producing power.
So he literally just admitted he's jelly. He just admitted he's jelly. He wants my spot. Like, what am I on the tier list of slop? Not the tier list, like the ranking. I guess it's like Critical's on top. Then it'd be Ordinary Gamers. Then it'd be Umperville. Like, Umperville and Ordinary Gamers are pretty similar. Umperville gets more views, but he doesn't upload daily. Musahart uploads daily and gets... I get less views than those two.
Just popped in stream to ask how long Slopwood merch is gonna be up for sale. I got the cartoon shirt and want to get the other as well, but I got bills to pay. Have a good stream, love you.
Thank you, Rickolas, for the 10. How long will the merch be on sale? We'll probably keep it open for another month or so, I think. I'm not sure, but we're also selling it at PAX as well if you're in Australia.
But I was wondering just how much of the average Pyro video is slop, and how much of it is factual / directly related content. I decided to find out. First, we need to understand...
This will go on the Pyro VOD and be 2 hours. Shut up. I can't wait till he reacts to this, puts it on his React channel, pauses every 15 to 20 seconds, and then makes more ad revenue than this video. I'm reporting that. I'm sorry, I usually let this shit slide, but I'm actually reporting that. That's done for misinformation. That is done for misinformation. Straight up misinformation. You cannot simply lie on the internet like that.
How this vigorous research is going to take place. We need a way of separating the slop from the informative content, and I think I've found a reasonable method. I'll watch a selection of random Pyro Live videos from the last 3 months in their entirety, using a number of stopwatches.
God, there's so much slop. There's so much slop. I remember looking at, like, before I did daily videos, I remember looking at Charlie's content and just thinking, like, how the hell does he do that? Like, how does he upload every day, like, multiple times a day? And now doing daily, it's like, I get it. I actually get it.
I will then categorize every second of the video into slop, mixed slop, or good content. The categorization of the...
I will be honest, I really do hate slop. I really do hate slop. But, like, my monthly income at the minute from slop has made, like, 70 to 80% more money than what the Darkwood video has made so far on ad revenue. And that's an 8-hour video that's got 3 million views in less than a week. So it is literally just basic math. Like ad revenue alone on the main channel, I couldn't do videos like that. I couldn't, unless I was taking out like a mortgage or something.
The content will be down to my own personal discretion. However, these are a few guidelines so you have an understanding of how this is going to go down.
Not a mortgage alone.
If someone else's video is playing and Pyro isn't saying
Hey,
anything...
Pyro, are you going to react to the Schlepp video today? The one about the Roblox pedo developer who got arrested.
Like you spy for the 10? Oh yeah, I forgot about that video. I could get around to that at some point.
About the Darkwood video, did you troll about the Bunker 21 loot? I got the shovel early like a sweat and couldn't dig where you to 127 and 5 seconds.
Okay, I wasn't going to respond to this because I'm watching a video, but you gave $30 instead of 10, and also this makes the video longer technically. All right, let me give you a hand. Why am I doing a walkthrough here? You're on about the shovel in the tunnel, right? You can only do it. You've only got one shot to do it. If you come out the tunnel and then go back, the route is closed off and you can't get it. You have to have the shovel before you go in for the first time. Let me see. What did you... To enter the bunker for the... which sources on fixing rather than damage, that's always an option. There's also another early game secret, which I'm only telling you about. Remember that bunker early on that we needed the key for? If you enter the bunker for the very first time with the shovel before the cave-in, you can dig a certain spot that gets... So what you do there is you go in to the underground and you go immediately left. That's your first time only. If you go in there, you go to the door, the little cave-in happens, and then you get chased by the chomper, and then you leave. This area on the left, you can't dig through ever again. So you basically have to pre-game. That's why the loot there is so good, because you basically already have to have the shovel. You're like metagaming. You have to have the shovel before you go into this area. You can't come back later. Blocked off. So honestly, like, if you don't have the shovel first time you did it, you might as well restart the game. After the chase sequence, it'll waste the shovel's durability. The funny thing is as well, like I remember looking in the video, that's the closest, that bit there in the beginning is the closest you actually get to ever leaving the woods. But it'll reveal a corpse. Like that little bit of light there, that's literally the way out. Holding some amazing... Oh, that's right, long barrel, tubular magazine. The loot, like a long... Yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it for a game restart if you got to do that. I mean, that's in the first area. But yeah, that's why it's so hard, because you basically have to avoid the X on your map until you have the shovel.
It's mixed slop. If Pyro is waffling...
Bro's watching his own video. I was giving someone help. They gave me $30. What are you doing on your Saturday?
About something...
What are you doing on your Saturday, bro? I'm reacting to videos. I've got a real life.
Completely irrelevant, that is slop. If Pyro is ironically talking about how the video he's making is slop, it's double points. If Pyro is actually providing some kind of... some kind of value, and by that I mean literally...
Why do you laugh when he said that? Why do you laugh? That's not funny.
Anything, as long as it's relevant to the topic of the video, then it's not slop. You get the idea. Okay, so the first video I analysed is the Flappy Bird is back. A 20-minute long video.
Why does he keep laughing? It's like he's not taking it seriously. This is very serious business.
About how Flappy Bird is making a comeback. Except it isn't really, which we'll get onto in a sec. Yeah, so I watched the video in its entirety, and then I've put timestamps for bits where it's slop, bits where it's mixed slop, and bits where it's
mixed slop
content. So I thought
he literally has he's got like a little counter.
I would walk through that now. So for mixed slop, we've got a 32.
He did a list. Okay, get a life. Get a life.
2-second intro. You should check out Mullet Mad Jacket's ADHD crack. Also been watching since 2016. Love the slop.
Thank you, Jufex, for the 10. Yeah, I saw G-Man review that game. It looks really good.
And then from 2 minutes 09 to 2 minutes and 43, he's talking about people selling phones with Flappy Bird.
That is still to do with Flappy Bird. That is still to do with Flappy Bird. I'm giving viewers context there.
Then we get onto slop. So the first 36 seconds after the intro itself is Pyro talking about his hair. And then from...
The reason why I did that is because I get bullied so much for my hair. I'm a little bit insecure about it, okay? So I think I'm allowed to do that.
1 minute 40 to 2 minutes and 9 seconds. He's talking about Instagram Reels and the fact that in the comment section you can reply with GIFs. From 2 minute 44 to 3 minutes 17. I genuinely forgot immediately after watching, but I think it was something about TikTok.
The slop is that vapid that he's forgetting like 10 seconds after watching it.
From 4 minutes 57 to 6 minutes, he's reacting to a PewDiePie video from 2013.
Oh, that's nostalgia, man. Come on. That's nostalgia. Nothing wrong with that.
And no, it's not related to Flappy Bird. It's just a random PewDiePie video. From 6 minutes 20 to 6 minutes 47.
I love watching the Darkwood video for a second time and having hindsight. Even the animation with the music at the start shows everything.
Thank you, Cooper, for the 10. Yeah, the music video spoils everything in the game, but the best thing is, like, you wouldn't know.
Again, he's talking about PewDiePie and Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. From
I'm simply reminiscing. There's nothing wrong with that.
8 minutes 21 to 9 minutes 32, Pyro tries to click on a little green bird fella on a crypto website.
Ones that are just... Okay, this was funny though. This was funny. I was on this pump.fun. I was trying so hard to get this like little... I mean, look at this. Look at this. Hang on. Wait, where is it? I mean, look at this little fella. Look at this little fella. Fuck. Shit. Launching coins every single second. I don't know if I can show any of these because... Oh, for fuck's sake. That wasn't even clip farming as well, for fuck's sake. Chances are there's going to be a penis that slips in. You got like AI images there. You got Pepe. I saw Kamala. That wasn't even clip farming, and that's what pisses me off. Harris for a second, but they are basically spamming coins, hoping it actually it actually wasn't even clip farming. That's the worst thing. That's really embarrassing. Like when I set it up as a clip farm, it's funny, but I literally just hit my scroll wheel like once, like just like as a stim. I didn't know it flicked through the fucking images. One of them takes off. It is the most autistic thing I've seen in my life. I was making fun of the pump coins. God, this website is fighting with me. This is horrible. I was making fun of the pump coins. I didn't want to buy one. Where's it gone? Where's that little fella? Yeah, I'd buy that one. Where's it gone? Like you can't even buy a coin if you wanted to because the fucking screen is the shame is really setting in. The shame is really setting in. Like genuinely. That you know what the worst thing is? Everyone is going to chalk that up as a clip farm because this shit happens like monthly, but that actually was not even a clip farm. Moving so fast. I gotta stop having like degen cropped Discord profile pictures, man. Like it literally it's actually a problem. Where did the green owl go? Where'd the little fella go? I've lost him. There was one coin I was gonna buy and I've just lost him immediately. How the fuck? How do you navigate this website? Oh, there he is. Wait, where'd he go? I lost him again. I wanted to buy that. That's the NFT I wanted to buy. That little green fella. That little green bird. How do you navigate this website? Like someone put that as an actual coin. What did they call it? Duolingo. It's literally just the depressed owl, but they colored it green. I would actually buy that. The market cap is 5k. Damn. Can you buy that? Hang on.
One Pyro donation is equal to 1,200 gems in Clash of Clans. Know your value.
I can't find it. This is one Pyro donation is equal to 1,200 gems.
On your work computer. Really?
It's actually my gaming PC. Oh, there he is. It's my gaming PC. There's a difference. Wait, where'd he go? I lost him again! Yeah, the reason why it's all blurred, by the way, is because there were so many penises that were being spammed on this website. It was actually just impossible to, like, we just had to censor everything except the bird. But there he is. I'd buy that fella. He's gone again. I can't, no, this website, man. I mean, that was actually the, hang on, is it still doing it? Look on the website right now. It is actually, right, no, it could be a scam. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. It's actually making me trip out. I can't use it anymore.
Then from 9 minutes 33 to 14 minutes 12, Pyro's reacting to a video of a Polygon employee playing Doom 2016. From 16 minutes 25 to 16:31, it's PewDiePie playing Flappy Bird.
Oh yeah, no, actually no, that was a really good idea that I didn't go on that because I realized they'd be having penises on there. Yeah, no, I didn't even think about that.
And then from 19 minutes 45 to 20 minutes and 24 seconds, it's his outro. And then from there, we've got the remaining stuff, which is the actual content. So 45 seconds is spent explaining what Flappy Bird is around the start of the video. I think after the intro...
This really isn't looking good for me, man.
And after he talks about his hair, we get, an explanation of what Flappy Bird is. Then from 3 minutes 17 to 4 minutes 57, he spends nearly 2 minutes explaining explaining how to play Flappy Bird. It has one button. One button. From 6 minutes and 1 second to 6...
I think there's a lot more intricacies than that. He doesn't need to be so snide with this video.
Minutes 20. I sort of categorized this as content. And then from 6:47 to 8:20, this is the first time he mentions the actual news. Then from 14 minutes 12 to 16 minutes and 25 seconds, he's talking about a trademark dispute. And then from 16:31 to 19:45, it's vaguely relevant conversation.
Okay, but that's good though. That's like a 50%. That's like 50% actual content.
That's sort of related to the Flappy Bird situation,
That's
but
good.
I don't think there's any new information or news that's brought up. It's more so how Dong Nguyen had been contacted by The Verge, and then The Verge couldn't get a response from him, and it seems like the new developers of Flappy Bird have nothing to do with the old developer, and he's kind of giving his opinion on that. Then we need to sum up our totals. So for mixed slop, we've got 66 seconds, just over.
This guy sounds like Pyro from 2016. I said that earlier. It's like he sounds like me, but his voice is even deeper.
Minutes, not too bad. And and then for slop, in terms of just non-related content in any way, I don't even mean poor quality content. I mean entirely irrelevant to the topic of the video. 583 seconds. And then for actual content, we have 584 seconds.
There we go. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'd take that. That's really good numbers.
So I calculate this to be 52.6% slop and 47.4% content.
I'll take that. I'll take that any day. Any day I'll take that. Any day.
But 44...
I was listening to the Flappy Bird video, and halfway through, I thought I was playing another video.
Sorry, 47. But 47...
Isn't it funny, like, any video... that honestly, that's why Dolan's channel is doing so well. That's why... Oh, someone's playing Cry of Fear. Ooh. Took too long to load.
Well, okay.
Yeah, but this is why his channel is actually doing well now. Obsessed. But yeah. Did a video on Asmongold. But he's actually averaging like over 100,000 views a video now, which is crazy. He does have a weird obsession with me though, like literally, like bro, within a... Oh wow. Wow. Okay, time to let it go.
7.4% content does seem a little high, so I thought I'd do some additional digging to try and understand what made up this nearly 10 minutes worth of content, which, on paper at least, could be considered original. So I recorded how...
Imagine being that unemployed that you are like watching a Parasitical video and then trying to decipher what is slop and what is actual content.
How much of this time was spent literally just reading out tweets or text. So from 4 minutes 47 to 4 minutes 53, he's reading something. 6:01 to 6:08, he's reading something. 6:47 to 7:14, 7:35 to 7:43, and 15:09 to 15:15. Interestingly, it's actually quite a bit less than I initially expected. It turns out that the time taken to read out articles or tweets word for word in this video only made up another 54 seconds. And with that, I decided myself...
I think like, okay, breaking the meme for a second, that's one thing I really try to avoid doing in videos, is just reading articles. I really hate doing that. I think that's just the most boring thing. Like, I would much rather do like a side quest, bizarre, autistic, ADHD tangent than just be reading words on a screen from like a Polygon article, because that is actually just brain rotting.
Scientific analysis into the anatomy of a Pyro live video was sufficient. So 66 seconds of this 20-minute video is mixed slop, 583.
Bro got a PowerPoint presentation slide. Bro, I got a PowerPoint presentation slide for this.
3 seconds of it is slop, 54 seconds of it is reading tweets or articles word for word, and finally 530 seconds
I'll take
of the
that.
video
I'll take
is
that.
quote,
That's premium slop, bro. That's like Five Guys slop. I'll take that.
unquote original content.
I'll take that.
So as much as people give him flack for beating around the bush, dragging out videos and making slop, a Pyro Live content percentage is around the same purity as the alcohol content in vodka, which all things considered isn't actually too bad for a slop video. With that being said, I would note that much of the actual content related to the topic tends to be him over-explaining basic stuff and dragging out the idea a bit.
I will admit that. I will compromise with that. I admit that.
For example, he took nearly 2 minutes to explain how to play Flappy Bird and what Flappy Bird is, despite the fact it literally has a single button. In conclusion,
Shut up.
I think a big part of why Pyro Live videos sometimes feel like they have almost no relation to the topic at hand is because
The chat is so slow. Dead streamer.
through some miracle, he actually managed to last a whopping 6 minutes and 45 seconds.
So cold here. I wish there was some t-shirt I could wear to warm me up, but not just any t-shirt. I want a shirt with cool art. Would you know any shirts like this?
Oh my god, I would, actually. Thank you,
I've
Cooper,
watched the Dark
for the 10.
video 5 times
Look
now,
at this.
and I must say it's a little better than the slop.
Wow.
Your beautiful feminine
Look
voice
at that.
and silly
Look at that
fake
merch you
accent
could
make it
buy.
soothing for a boy
Wow.
like myself.
Oh my
Keep it Jar
god.
Jar knockoff.
That is going to keep me warm. For £30? That's so affordable. Look at this bot down here. Crazy comfortable. Convinced me to buy the matching hat. That actually reads like a bot. Who types like that? You suck. We're just roasting my own store. Anyways.
For once mentioning what the actual Flappy Bird news or drama was, which is incredible.
It wasn't a self-dono. Shut up.
With all this being said, I simply refuse to criticize Pyro Live for his content. Even with the
That actually read like a bot. Who made that? Who made that comment?
facts in hand, I know I'll still continue to consume the slop regardless, as will you and hundreds of thousands of others. Often, I find that I'll just put a slop video on as a sort of noise in the background, like if I'm playing a game by myself or doing some horrendously dull admin work. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and if you
Wait. What is that? You did a Mr. Beast video?
just as the Mr. Beast situation was becoming
warm and so cool at the same time with this amazing cheap shirt. Thank you, Pyro. Here is more money.
Thank you, Cooper, for the 10. Thank you for the generous donation. See, that should be what every Pyro viewer is like, man. Everyone should buy a shirt and then also donate money.
stale and even the sloppiest of slop.
He has such a beautiful smile. I'd kiss him. Right, that was a really good video. Yeah, check out Blags 2. Is that his second channel? Or is he just called Blags 2? Yeah, I like that video. I like that video. That was a good video. I like that video. Right. What else we got? The Comprehensive Guide to Millennials on the Internet. Okay. This is funny because I am 1 year out of being a millennial. If I was born a year earlier, I'd be a millennial. Thank you, Marsh, for joining.
Hey Pyro, have you watched the Thomas the Tank Engine parody Shed 17? It's parodying analog horror 7 years before it was popular and is animated like The Vault and Files.
Thank you, Bird, for the 25. I haven't actually seen it. No, I've heard of it, though. Will Darkwood cure my insanity? Send pictures of your feet. Normal donor. Normal. How old are you? I'm 27. I'm old and I'm rotting. Rotting away, wasting my years. But at least I'm not a millennial, am I right?
After years of being known as the digital generation...
Good shirt to wipe my pooey bum. Just kidding, I didn't buy one, fuck you.
Thank you, Gary Busey, for the 10. Yeah, you can't buy it because you're broke, Gary. You're not in any films anymore. Thank you, Poodaloo, for the 5. How do I buy the shirt? I don't carry the slop coin euro. You can buy it. What do you mean? Just use your currency.
Millennials are no longer the core demographic of...
This video hurts a lot because, again, if I was born 1 year later, I would have been a millennial. 1 year. I escaped the Asmongold realm by 1 year. 1 year. I mean, it's kind of funny because I'm Gen Z, technically, right? So Gen Z is like the best generation to be because that's like teenagers to like adults. So you're basically safe because that's the generation that uses the internet the most. So you mock the millennials, the old people, and then you mock Gen Alpha or the little zoomies. Because I think the oldest Gen Alpha is like literally an 11-year-old, I think.
On the internet, and it shows.
And she gets to be small girl.
Pain. Wait, is that copyright music? That's Aphex Twin. Did you get a claim on this? Surprising you didn't. How did you not get a claim? Pain.
Spills everything.
It's nice.
You can't see it. Let me show you what it looks like. Do you know what this is? It's
Millennials are actually so unfunny. It does amaze me. Like how am I like a year off these guys, man? In a couple of years, Gen Z are going to be the new millennials, and millennials are going to be the new Gen Y. Oh, no, yeah, definitely. It always moves, right? Like, millennials were the tech kids. They were the generation to grow up on tech, and now Gen Z are making fun of millennials. And then Gen Alpha will literally be calling Gen Z unk. That's the scariest thing. But we can make fun of Gen Alpha for now, because it's like their childhood is literally Fortnite. Like, genuinely, like, tell them to name any character that isn't in Fortnite. Also, talking about that, did you see that? Did you see that Mrs. Incredible skin in Fortnite? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That is crazy. Imagine if it ended up like that. Could you imagine? That's insane. Like, I'm not installing the game for that. I'm not installing the game for that, but oh my god.
So I found it hard to watch the Darkwood video cause there wasn't any Subway Surfers or Family Guy playing at the bottom of the screen.
It just ends up looking like that. Thank you, Andy, for the 10. Unlucky. Yeah, apparently she's got a fatter ass than Chun-Li, which is crazy. But I'm still not installing the game. Unlucky. Such a boring game. I'll play my PS1 slow burn atmospheric horror game. Thank you very much. It's funny because even though I'm Gen Z, I literally play the games that millennials play. Like, I would rather play like Doom, like 90s Doom, than like most modern games. Oh, I'm so different, guys.
pumpkin spice cream cheese for my crispy bread.
Millennial core clips satirize millennials that seem keen to film themselves doing weird stuff on the internet, and millennial cringe has become an entire
Hey,
genre.
Pyro, is your next video on Fear and Hunger? If it is, chat should pray it will come out next year. See you in year 2077.
Thank you, Pyro Cope, for the 10.
Between Disney.
Gen Z grew up on Minecraft. Nothing wrong with that, though. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Minecraft's based. Minecraft is funny because it'll keep dying and then it'll just keep coming back. If you grew up on Fortnite, now that's sad. That's sad.
Disney adults, lovers of skinny jeans.
I saw this one TikTok, actually. Hang on, let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Yeah, I saw this and it actually sucked because it literally was just, Yeah, look at this. Like, this sucks. Like, this is exactly why I would not reinstall Fortnite, because, like, literally every new gen is running that skin. Like, the skin just came out. It just came out. It just came out. And like half the server is literally running the incredible skin. I'm sorry, I know I hate to be that guy, but if everyone can use the skin, I don't want to use it. I want to feel special. Oh my god, this image is funny because like this is taken outside all bar one. This is at Birmingham train station.
I just finished watching the Darkwood video. It was cinema as always. Looking forward to the next one.
Thank you, Ranvar, for the 10. Appreciate it, man.
Entire genre between Disney adults, lovers of skinny jeans, and of course the classic millennial grey. Generally speaking, a millennial can be defined as anyone born between the years of 1981 and 1996.
I was born 97. I just escaped it. I just escaped it. Wait, that means Ludwig and Critical are millennials. That's hilarious. Lamau.
They are also known as Gen Y, but are one of the generations lucky, or perhaps unlucky, enough to garner a catchy name. As
old head? Nah. Nah, you can't call me old head, bro. Like, I escaped it. I escaped the wall. You can't call me old head.
They were born before the turn of the millennium. They are
I escaped Unk by like 12 months.
Often defined as digital natives, alongside Gen Z and Gen Alpha, with later millennials the first to be born after the existence of the internet and grow up.
I hate it when a new skin comes out and everyone uses it thinking they're cool. I mean, isn't that the same as like when like a Siege operator comes out? Like a really cool skin comes out? Like that Master Chief skin for 6 Siege?
Within its nurturing embrace. In the 2010s, millennials were pretty heavily shat on by mainstream media. They were labeled as lazy, entitled, overly focused on political correctness, yet also were cutting edge with tech and saving the world, whilst scapegoated as the generation to blame for all the world's problems, and simultaneously the ones who would fix them, leading to the phrase "okay boomer" becoming a response to the hate.
It's so weird because millennials were actually so respected until like all the 12-year-olds got access to TikTok. And now they're just made fun of. I mean, now they can definitely be a bit cringe. I think all the millennials that are made fun of are like the older millennials, though, not the people that are 28 or like early 30s.
Awesome Darkwood video. I don't know if you saw them, but I'm the guy who made the Trader and the Wolfman in a realistic style in 3D. It would be great to know if you like them.
Thank you, Mark Peterson. I think I saw that actually. Hang on. I think I saw this. Are you the guy that made this? Because I think I saw this. Oh, you are. Yeah, the same name. The name. That is sick. Yeah. That's cool, man. Oh, you did the Trader as well? Let me look. Yeah, I did see this. We actually used this as reference because, like, we couldn't actually get a high quality rip of the character art, so we couldn't really tell what was going on with his mask.
All
so
you people saying you got Darkwood shirts for your girlfriend, please stop lying. We all know that the Pyro slop stops you from getting women.
Yeah, that's great stuff, man. Thank you, Cooper, for the 10. Also true. If you're in this stream, you don't have a partner.
That is until Gen Z.
I love the zoomer. It's funny because like bitter millennials invented the zoomer, and the zoomer is apparently anyone under the age of 30.
Came along.
So I'm actually nearly a boomer.
And were unfairly shuffled into the
Pornhub, TikTok, OnlyFans. I like how they're trying to encapsulate here that they have a porn addiction and a nicotine addiction.
Crosshairs of the mainstream media as the latest target to blame the world's social ills upon. But this
Who uses Pornhub anymore? Okay, I mean, the thing is, you're spitting right now, but I'm not allowed to say that because I'm going to get roasted.
Long and deep-seated hatred toward
I
millennials
wish they
has
gave
certainly
Raven team leader a fatter ass. I'd let that bear grind me into paste with her buttocks. She's so bad. Oh my god.
Normal. Who does use it? It's so boring. We're cooked, man. We're cooked. We're actually cooked. Yeah, the fact that people are saying Pornhub is boring now, like, we're cooked. I mean, it is, but yeah, we're cooked.
Taken root over the years, as the generation once considered cutting edge is now firmly within the realms of being described as cringe. From the weird love surge to the millennial porn.
You don't even need to look for porn now to get porn. Have you seen that trend that's happening on TikTok now where, like, bots have hijacked the For You page and it's just showing a girl with her butthole spread? It just comes up on your page and it has, like, 2 million views. It's crazy. And then everyone in the comments is ironically commenting saying it's hopecore.
And that girl dancing in front of her food.
What are you talking about? Do you want to see it? I can show you it. I mean, obviously I'm not going to show you the actual video, but I'm pretty sure that TikTok accent guy did a video talking about it. Hang on. I really got to wipe my cookies or something, man. I'm sick of seeing that video every time I click on this app.
Hope your day is going well, bro. Can't wait to see you on the Talk to You podcast. Been waiting for 3 months now for this.
I would love to see that. Right, I wasn't lying about that, by the way, about, like, you know, straight up a spread butthole is coming up on your page. Look, I'll show you. Look at this. This guy covered it. I've had this come up on my page as well.
TikTok is being taken over by adult slideshows.
This is like just a full butthole behind him, by the way. He has added this heart in post. There is no censoring.
it's December 22nd all over again. So you may have seen a slideshow like this, or
Thank you, Neil, for the 24 months, 2 years of slop.
this come across your For You page recently. Now, if you saw this on your For You page, then you would know that I actually am the one who added this little heart here. Just a note, the original post did not have that heart there. Now, in the past few days, posts like this have taken over so many For You pages. Now, I'm guessing the TikTok moderators are on vacation because this stuff should not be on TikTok. Now, there are hundreds upon hundreds of pictures like this just being posted everywhere out of the...
I like how people in the comments are giving the name of the account away so they can look up who it is.
On 250k subs. Looking forward to what you have in store.
Thank you, Anonymous, for the 10. I'm a very small channel. If you could subscribe, that'd be great. Thank you, Viva, for the 3 months. My GF says you owe her an apology because she had to listen to me complain about Darkwood getting delayed for a week. Based.
The blue. If I had to guess, somebody...
Yeah, just tell her unlucky. Just look at her dead in the eyes and say, unlucky.
He found a new way to trick the TikTok moderation system, and now people are able to post literally whatever they want, regardless of if it goes against the terms of service or not.
It is mental how they got away with this, though. I saw the original football profile picture. You're 7 years old. Yeah, why are they all giving the name away of the account? Like, one of them gives the name and then says sorry
have
afterwards.
You seen anything about Witchfire? The game is in early access, but it's very polished and honestly feels great to play. I'd go in with an open mind.
Thank you, Annan, for the 10. I did look at it a bit. I could check it out later. Thank you, Mr. Seal, for the 10. Thank you for making high-quality videos like Darkwood on the main. No worries, man.
If you see one of these and report it, it's not going to get taken down, at least not right now.
There's so many accounts like this, though, and each of their TikToks is just the same slideshow of like a butthole, 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 and they all have like 3 million views. It's insane.
Like, there is
like they've somehow hijacked the algorithm, because even though each one has like 5,000 likes, you go on their page and then it's like 5 million views. So it's obvious that everyone's seeing it, they're just not engaging with it.
Into TikTok HQ. But for some reason, every couple of months, TikTok ends up having an incident like this.
BRB, gotta check something on TikTok real quick. Holy down bad. Holy down bad. That sucks, man.
Like, I'm starting to think the moderators might actually just go on vacation when all of this happens. Because it's happening way too frequently at this point. TikTok is being...
I respect that you got it to 1 minute as well. Of course you did. Of course you did. Need that payout.
These are things that have been described as millennial core content. It's worth noting that being cringe is something almost every generation does. It's just that many millennials have reached the camp of parenthood and as such have become decidedly uncool. It could be...
Dude. Imagine being a parent. You know what's funny? It's like, I'm 27 now, and I always keep thinking, like, how could you be a parent? Like, like, that'll happen later in life. Like, But now I'm literally 27. Like, I'm 3 years away from being 30. It's like, do I lock in? Or do I sit in my bedroom and play video games? I might do the second one.
Argued the first time millennials were hinted at being...
Imagine having kids. Yeah, I've never wanted kids, but I know I'll have kids because it's like... that you have to... Like, for me, it's kind of it's a psyop thing where it's like, you have to carry on, like, a legacy. You have to. Because there's just no point otherwise. Because I see a lot of people that don't have kids and they're in their 50s and they're really happy. You know, because obviously they've got more money because they didn't spend it bringing up a child, and they've got more spare time. They haven't made the sacrifice of having a child. But then at the same time, it's like, surely you get lonely, right? Like, you know, because a lot of children end up basically not taking care of their parents, but obviously, you know, growing up with them and stuff, like bringing them up.
Being the older generation.
It's cap. Yeah, I mean, I was going to watch a video on stream yesterday, but I didn't have time. But like, no one's having kids anymore. Like, no one. Like the biggest problem we had was overpopulation. I remember as a kid, we were just told about it and it really scared me. I thought, like, it's funny because when I was younger, I was definitely autistic. I would take things really literally. And I thought there'd be so many people on the planet, we would have to knock down buildings to make more room for people, which doesn't make sense because you can put more people in a building. Moron brain. But yeah, even now you can fit like every human on the planet in Texas, I think, or something. But yeah, it's like we now have a problem where people aren't having enough kids because we're living longer and now we've got an aging population.
At the idea of you getting Ida pregnant. I believe you'll develop a pregnancy fetish.
Thank you for the 10, Annan.
in meme culture occurred circa 2018, with the invention of...
Why do I remember looking up pregnancy videos when I was a kid? I actually remember that now. What the hell? Dude, I should not have had the internet as a kid. Jesus Christ. Actual pipeline.
That 30-year-old boomer Wojak, depicting a 30-year-old drinking Monster Energy Ultra, possibly indicating an intent toward a healthier substitute for sugar in their old age, and talking about boomer shooters like Doom being the real games.
I do this though. I do this. I play old games. I play old games, bro. I don't play modern games. Hang on. What's like the most modern game I've played recently? I tried mouthwashing for 4 minutes. That's a remake of a 2006 game. Okay, that's actually pretty fun. I need to play that. I keep reinstalling that and not playing it. Fear and Hunger, Jackbox, Crisis, they're old games. Crime Scene Cleaner. That game isn't even out yet. Yeah, it's over. It's over. This is like the Steam library that everyone posts on 4chan to like brag about. This sucks. Oh my god. This is like the definition of I'm trying to be different. At least we got Trouble Hunter though, at least.
Pyro, my brain is rotted. My co-worker said to me run cable in a way so it doesn't hit the wall. My brain glitched and I laughed out loud. Had to explain to her what it meant. Now she says it too.
Doesn't hit the wall? Oh, I get it. I get it. No, I actually get it.
I mean, don't think too much, just enjoy your life. 28 years old's advice. Also stop calling yourself old, bruh.
Thank you, Ray, for the 10. Oh, you're 28? Oh, you're so old. You're so old. That sucks. Dude, imagine being 28. That sucks. Boomer alert. Millennial in the chat. Boomer alert.
Compared to Fortnite. As a result of this meme...
No, I appreciate the advice, though. Ray, thank you. I was doing it for the clip farm.
The name of Zoomer was born, depicting Gen Z with a short back and sides haircut that defined the generation at that time. Which
it's so good.
How would it go if you had a kid? Would you quit entirely or raise him to become Morgs 2.0?
I don't know. I know for a fact I would never let him touch the fucking internet unsupervised. Absolutely. The dream would be to start a shitty knockoff brand of Lunchables and then raise enough money so I could retire. That would be the plan. Because my wife is about to go to labor, but I can't do that, unfortunately. So, just raise him into Morgs. Could you imagine? Ugh.
Raising one child is the same as doing 21,300 Pyro donations or 6,400 Dogwood shirts. Know your worth.
21,000 Pyro donors. Jesus. God. I'm not having a kid, man. Forget that.
Which of course evolved into the broccoli.
I saw this one thing about Bradley Cooper talking about his kid. Oh yeah, he made this article where it was like Bradley Cooper didn't connect with his baby right away. And it's just a very bizarre article to make because basically he said like he had a child but he didn't feel like he loved his child. Which, I mean, that's kind of normal, I feel, with a lot of people. I don't even know if I love this kid. Then all of a sudden it's like no question. But yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of parents have that. It's like they don't connect with their kid. With the mom, you're kind of cheating because they literally have like all the chemical endorphins like oxytocin and stuff. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, a lot of people don't get on with their kid when they're born. But then it's like, to admit that in an article, it's like, oh.
Haircut that came
So I don't like the child that was just born. Can I have another one?
Later. And what was previously known as millennial humor could also be characterized as a mashup of early Gen Z tropes.
Oh, wow. God, I remember that.
Watching...
You can really tell it was Tumblr as well.
Older accounts like Super Deluxe or even the Eric Andre show demonstrates a millennial audience fully embracing a fast-paced absurdist take on meme culture. However, what comes across as cringe in millennial culture is just those who found one joke and stuck with it, and the same thing will inevitably happen to later generations. Considering the deep impact of millennial core and the discourse surrounding the generation, there are 3 topics to this video that deserve their own chapters: millennial fashion, millennial humor, and Disney/Harry Potter adults.
Dude, I used to wear nothing but skinny jeans until recently as well. Never wear skinny jeans, bro. Skinny jeans are not good.
So we know what a
I got these suit pants that I bought now that I wear a lot. They're based.
Millennial is, but how...
Imagine 20 years into the future, people are asking, why is Gen Alpha humor so weird? And then the humor in question is Skibbity Toilet.
How do we identify one out in the wild?
Surely humor's getting worse, right? Like, it is getting worse. It's definitely getting more abstract. But then again, I say that, and it's like, the humor that I grew up on, that Gen Alpha's growing up on, I grew up on, like, YouTube poop and stuff, right? Like, you know, like, my boy. Like, genuinely for me...
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for.
12 years ago. I might neck it. But yeah, like, that was actually peak humor for me. My boy. My boy. Ropes, bombs?
Lamp oil, ropes, bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
What was the really... There was a really old head one that was, like, before my time. It was, no, it's not over 9,000. What was it? It was a really old head. It was like someone set us up the bomb. That's it. Yeah, this is actually before my time, old head. I think the joke was, it was just so, like, how broken English it was. What happened? Somebody set us up the bomb. Like, it is actually joining an average Warzone game with some ESL from Albania. Like, it's just broken English. We get signal. All your base belong to us. That's right. God, that was even before my time, though. That was ancient old head.
Well, it's quite easy to do so through their sense.
009 Trance. Oh, do you remember? I remember early YouTube, and it was like, the only two songs that everyone used in videos was Let the Bodies Hit the Floor and then 009, the Transcape thing.
Of fashion.
Dreamscape.
Which is usually a little bit stuck in the 2010s. Let's start with the latest trend to plague millennials.
Like coming full circle, history repeating itself. If I walked in on my child watching slop content from little Pyro, I'd probably fall down the stairs.
Thank you, Ricolas, the 10.
That of the concept of the crew sock. In the early 2000s and 2010s...
If you want to hear bad voice acting, can you look up real bad voice acting Chaos Wars? Yeah, I might do after.
A higher crew style sock was considered unfashionable, and ankle socks or no-show socks were all the rage. Fashions, of course, change with time, and crew socks have very much been in for several years at this stage. But a lot of millennials have picked up on this fact, and despite no one actually caring what someone's socks look like, seem to take it personally. It's incredibly easy to find clips made by millennials who have decided that everyone thinks they're really old and lame for—
No one thinks this. No one cares about what socks you wear. This is old people that got psyoped. No one cares about what you wear.
Continuing to wear ankle socks, when in fact most people really don't give a shit. The same thing has happened with other fashion trends, such as side parts turning to middle parts, then The same thing has happened with other fashion trends, such as side parts turning to middle parts, then skinny jeans turning to baggy jeans, and now ankle socks turning to crew socks. Then of course there's countless clips demonstrating the French tuck, which again is no longer fashionable. All fashion trends tend to exist as a rebellion as the ones that came before.
You know what's really funny? I saw like BBC shows like Top of the Pops and stuff where the people on the show were like literally 17 and they looked about 45. I said to my mom, I was like, why do they look so old? Like, they're literally 17. Like, why do they look old even though they're young? And it genuinely is all just to do with like fashion and the way people like present themselves and stuff.
For them, as they inevitably become associated with the status quo and all.
Yeah, I was watching BBC with my mum. I was watching BBC with my mum.
The generations. Old people tend to look old simply because they continue to wear the same clothes of their teenage years or early 20s, instead of simply paying attention to what is changing and why and adapting their own styles to it. That being
honestly, give this bro here, give him some baggy jeans, man. There's this one post that lives a little bit rent-free in my head. Hang on. There's this one post on I think it's on the Streetwear subreddit. I'll see if I can find it now. It's this old guy wearing like Supreme, and it actually slaps. I think it's like the top post of all time. I hope so. Let me see if I can find it. Ah, here we go. Yeah, this guy. Look at this. I love this post. Streetwear meetup, and this 70-year-old hype beast shows up. Like, look at that, man. He's got the ankle socks. He don't care. That guy doesn't look a day over 20. He got the Yeezits on. The Yeezits. Do you remember when everyone wore those? I actually have a pair of those. I got 2 pairs of those, and I haven't worn them in like 3 years. I just refuse to wear them. Those Jordans? Yeah, I like that though. The little gap. I saw this talk that the Young Lean did as well that was really good. And he was basically like, he basically said like a lot of people, they make this mistake where all they do is like, they just they buy expensive clothing thinking that's going to make them look better, but you need to learn how to like style your clothing and stuff. I don't know if I can find this. Here we go. Yeah, let me play it. I'm pretty sure I've shown this on stream before, but yeah, no, like he's definitely spitting on this one, I think.
1 minute.
I think it's just
React Neil. Just replace Andy with Neil instead.
Thank you, Zayos, the 10.
If you buy something that you really fuck with, then it doesn't have to be expensive to me.
I made this mistake when I got YouTube money. Like I literally just bought like all the most expensive stuff without realizing like what works, what doesn't, what looks good, like style wise.
The hottest thing about pregnancy is like, yeah, I fucking did that. Busted so many buttery nuts and that produced offspring.
Thank you, call me Birch. Mentally unhinged psychopath.
Mean anything to you. I think things come with sentimental value. These pants.
Why does he always sound so high? I mean, he was until like a couple years ago. Like, how old is this interview? 5 years. Yeah, he's usually always like all a Drain Gang. Like all of them were like pretty big into drugs and stuff. Like they put it in their lyrics. They talked about how they did it to like not eat, to keep like a slimmer figure and stuff. Because, I mean, people like. Oh, the camera died again. Great. People like Echo and Blade, they're like models as well, right? So they need to keep that figure. Like they can't get fat. And unfortunately, stuff like alcohol makes you very, very fat because of all the calories and no nutrition. So unless you're running like a 10K every day, you can't do it.
Weren't the most.
That's why so many people like in fashion, they turn to like stronger drugs, because it's like I want to get a high, but I don't want to get fat. Like genuinely,
it's expensive.
Like the most you'll see them actually drink is like a White Claw or something.
Pants, but I just put them on every day, and then after a while you feel comfortable with them, and then you just mix them with whatever. I think it just comes from.
I don't know about the shoes, but those suit pants are really nice.
I always just liked putting on good shit and mixing whatever I had, and if I couldn't afford what I really wanted, then I'd buy the cheap version. And then everyone like Sherman, Echo, Blade, everyone, they all like dressed so well before we had any cash. I think it's important to.
Yeah, they're like an Acne runway show recently, Blade and Echo.
Be able to dress yourself before you have cash. Because if someone just hands you money, you're gonna look like an idiot. You're just gonna be dressed in Gucci, Balenciaga, like everything you see online. But you haven't really.
It's literally what I did. I bought the most expensive clothes, and I just didn't know how to dress myself. I think the worst thing is I never like studied anything to learn how to dress myself. I just experimented, and I was like, oh, this works. It's like the same way that I've done my hair, right? Like my hair now looks like a rat has like died on my head, but like I still like this hair more than what I previously had at the minute. And the hairstyle I've got just came from a complete accident. I was blow drying and it like middle parted on accident. I was like, okay, I might try this now.
You're getting your own style yet, so you're just gonna look like so.
Thank you for the Darkwood video. It started the last work week on the right note. Sorry if people thought you fell off because I didn't watch it day one.
Thank you, Crew Glove, for the 10. Now, Darkwood's got 3 million views. I'm happy with it. It's still consistently picking up. It's obviously going to slow down a bit, but, you know, I'm happy with 3 mil.
So when you see...
You didn't choose the Karen cut. The Karen cut chose you. Also true.
In the photo, and you're never going to be really comfortable. You're going to look like you just walked out the store. So I think just, like, take your time, buy secondhand for a while.
I picked up these suit pants recently from Acne, and they're so nice. Such a good investment. I remember I got invited down to this fashion show thing. Well, it wasn't really. It was more like, I think Finster invited me to it. And it was more just like kind of an open store thing. And it was funny because like it was genuinely like... It was so cramped in there. It was so busy. I went inside a changing room with the pants on, the suit pants. And I genuinely thought about just leaving it because I felt like one of those eggs. You know when YouTubers try to hatch an egg and they put it under those lights? Like, I felt like that in the changing room. But I tried them on, and I was like, okay, this kind of slaps. Thank you, Lesbian with Chainsaws, for the 10. I think one thing that helped as well is, like, losing weight, genuinely. Like, after I lost weight, like, clothing works... Like, you genuinely... It's like leveling up your character. Like, you get access to so many more styles that you couldn't before. But then again, like, if you are fat, there are loads of styles that can apply to you. Like, I've seen people that are fat and they're able to pull off, like, really good styles. Like, for example, like, someone that's fat, they wouldn't really wear, like, skinny jeans, right? But, like, you get someone that's, like, larger and they have baggy jeans. Like, that can go, like, really hard.
And adapting their own styles to it.
Like, denim baggy jeans and stuff, like, are super big right now.
That being said, millennials pioneered many trends that are worn today, especially through their grunge phases and baggy pants of the late...
My husband can give you a stunning trim for like £50 instead of the £200 destitute ass fade you have at the moment. Gay people just do it better.
Thank you, Laura, for the 10. All right, let's set it up.
I went to see Travis over the summer for his tour and Lean had opened for him. When Miami Ultra played, the guy next to me was looking at me crazy for know every word of the song, and I thought everyone knew who he was. Underrated as fuck and a consistent artist.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about Young Lean is like Young Lean is now kind of old head music. Because Travis is still popular. Because Young Lean had a huge peak like the early 2010s. And then he just kind of did his own thing. Travis is someone that's always been in the spotlight. Like, you know, like fucking the Kardashians and whatever. Like, he's always been popular. You know? Like how big that apology video meme he did was as well. Like he's always been in the spotlight. And genuinely, like it's like the Fortnite collabs and stuff, right? Like he's like the new gens are getting in on Travis Scott. But Young Lean, it's like it's kind of gated off now. Where it's like, you know, oh, like who's this guy, Young Lean? Oh, is he popular? Like I haven't really heard of him. Like his music's good though. And also his music is really, really varied as well. Like the music he made like 10 years ago is not the same music as what he makes now. Grey Goose goes really hard.
90s.
I'm not muted, I can tell. Stop doing the bit. Actual most unfunny bit.
In early 2000s, as fashion is an incredibly cyclical concept, just like memes. And of course, we have to think about the so-called millennial grey, which refers to the minimalist black and white tones commonly associated with those who have outdated taste, but that wasn't the only color the generation was associated with.
Someone in chat is saying baited. It's like, I never took the bait.
After all, a rather bold shade of pink was also described as millennial pink due to its liberal use in that age demographic during the mid-2010s, although it too, of course, has faded out of fashion.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Genuinely.
That being said, if you...
Oh! You know the worst thing is, I'm that old, I actually remember, like... I remember seeing... You would have goths at my school. Like, goth culture was a thing. Thank you, Trill Saber, for the 3. Dress like a homeless person, but dress fancy if the event calls for it. Yeah, no, I dress like a degen when I'm at home. Like when I'm at home, I literally just like I just wear like shorts, and then I wear like a t-shirt. Like that's it. That's it. Like I just wear shorts. Like why am I going to be wearing trousers when I'm sat on my sweaty chair all day? Probably shouldn't have said that. But yeah, like obviously when I go out, like I can, you know.
If you want a true snapshot of late millennial fashion, social media heavily used by millennials, such as MySpace and Facebook, is probably the best indication of the types of fits worn by millennials back in the day, including the huge emo and scene trends that dominated that time. To understand millennials, we need to understand their humor.
That hair, yeah, it was bad.
And to do that, we need to
Panic at the Disco fans. Oh, leave them alone, man. There's like 3 of them left.
take a look at what millennial humor was like.
Aging millennial humor. A doggo. A hecking good popper. 13 out of 10 good boy. Could be a friend. Now that's just how women speak. Like genuinely, woman. Okay. Look, I've looked at my demographics, right? Like 9% of my fan base are women. Okay? And the camera died again. For fuck's sake. Why does this happen every time I turn on the fucking AC? Like, it just shits itself. There's a fucking fly on the camera. Is that the reason why it's so bad? Damn. The fucking camera just keeps dying. It's every time I put the AC on in here. Every time. So now I gotta make the room cold and freeze myself just to get this camera to cool down.
During the early 2000s to 20.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, woman humor unfunny. Yeah, that was the entire bit I was gonna say. This is how women talk on Tumblr. But now what they do is you go on the TikTok comments and like every 20 scrolls, I'll get like a woman TikTok that's popular, and they'll say things like, help, I can't, in all caps, I'm screaming. What are you screaming at? It's 3 in the morning, you got school tomorrow, you're not screaming. You're typing that with a straight face, shut your mouth. It's pain. It is pain. Genuinely, it's funny. Like, I'll see a TikTok that's actually kind of funny, I'll look at the comments, and my smile just fades straight away.
Initially, millennial humor was considered weird, surreal, and unknowable.
What if I'm trans? Oh no, that was the joke I was going to make. I was going to say 9% of the audience are female, and they will all be trans.
Tim and Eric are famous for cornering this market in the early 2000s with their bad on purpose style, now often imitated today through Gen Z and Gen Alpha memes. And of course, with YouTube poop, Gary's mod animations.
Thief, I didn't steal your joke. That was a joke I made up 2 days ago, and I was waiting for the right moment to say it.
MLG and deep.
Oh my god! Oh my, wait. Okay, this is referencing me. Hang on a minute.
With YouTube poop, Gary's mod animations, MLG, and deep fried memes.
Dude, you know Seth Tasintak actually, you know he's an old head, right? Like he actually did MLG when we were all doing it as well. Isn't that crazy? He's like one of the prime examples of like constantly evolving your content and being able to survive. Like he used to do MLG. Like if he was doing this stuff now, his channel would be dead. But like now he's doing these game reviews and stuff and he's like thriving. Like it's based. That's crazy. Oh no. I know what that video is. I can't show that. I can't show that. That's where like a mummy has sex with a maid. I have all the videos I clicked on. Thank God I pre-watched that.
It seemed like millennials would be cutting edge forever.
I was gonna try and show like an old video to like give an example of his content. No. There was no nudity. There was no nudity in that clip. There was about to be. There was about to be.
However, this...
Oh my god, the throwback. Dude, isn't it... I remember talking to Max Mofo about this like 6 years ago. Like, isn't it funny how quick MLG died? I swear it lasted like a year. Who is left after MLG? There's so many refugees, right? There's me. There's Memulus. Seth Tasintak. Willany didn't ever do MLG videos, to be fair. Who else is left? Who is actually left? No fuckers. True. Snipers. Nah, I don't think he does YouTube anymore. No fuckers. Yeah, true. No fuckers is another one. Materialismo? No, he stopped, I think. I think he stopped. Dolan? Dolan never did MLG videos, I don't think. Podal? Oh my god, yeah, Podal. Oh my god, yeah, true. But Podal, it's funny because Podal's humor was that ironic that it actually aged so well.
However, this would soon come crashing to a halt as millennials grew older and got stuck using some seriously outdated shit, and headlines have now changed to them being considered the least cool generation. Have you ever heard the words adulting and I did a thing and cringed so hard your head retreated into your neck? You can thank millennials for popularizing this language.
We're going to McDonald's. McDognald's. Come on, Papa. Hehe, blep. She still call me Papa. A woman made that. A woman made that.
Which,
like, I'm not saying that's millennials, man. Give them a break. A woman made that.
And at the time, it was considered very cool and different slang, like, you know, doggo, heckin', and paparino. But of course, it is now.
It was literally just Tumblr and Reddit that speech was big on. It was, even, I remember, like, even when I was younger, I was like, this sucks.
Now gone the opposite direction. Plus mustaches.
Oh, like a boss, deal with it. I'm a little silly and different. Things like bacon. Thinks liking bacon makes them quirky. Unicorns, gifs, epic fails. Do you remember that anti-smoking advert that came out that everyone made fun of because it was the most millennial thing imaginable? Looked like this for some reason. Literally dressed like Pharrell Williams.
Hipster irony, bacon.
Oh my god, do you remember Obey? Obey was like the competitor to Supreme. Jesus.
Epic and Rage comics were all part of this era, and old memes that were once popular became annoying as some.
Remember the MLG virus video? The Materialismo video? That was like one of the most, if not the best MLG video of all time. Like production-wise, it was insane. It was so good.
Hello, Pyro. I've had your videos and streams on while studying and training as a blacksmith for the last few years. You helped me through rude times when I transitioned. Life is better now, and I can always remember that I'm not you. Much love.
Thank you, Adelaide, for the 10.
Moved past them. This includes the changes in what was and wasn't popular in terms of iconography, which is no better represented than the death of the laughing, crying emoji. Whilst it was always considered cringe and boomerish from the get-go, to the point where it was certainly a millennial staple to use it ironically, there were some who were surprised that newer generations liked it less. Again, this is in tandem with meme papa speak such as
I'm 30 years old, but I speak like an illiterate 3-year-old because le Reddit and memes. How cool and original I ams.
Eat spicy goodness like a boss.
Eat spicy goodness. Oh, the Burger King advert. That was pain. I swear that was like 5 years ago as well, but it was just, even then it was so poorly aged. I like how you could tell the guy who made this meme was like a rebellious 15-year-old as well.
Just Heckin' and Paparino, which annoyed online communities to the point that they are now mostly represented as what Soyjacks would say. As such, it's no secret millennial humor is now often described as cringe. Watching a 30 to 40-year-old acting the same way as they did when they were teenagers on social media does not hit the same way as it used to, and it's just a bit weird. Notably, there's a concept called Jim Carrey face, where
Jim Carrey face? What kind of obscure bit is that? Jim Carrey face. Thank you, Pogny, for the 14. This is my first stream. I've been watching for over 2 years. Wanted to congratulate you on Darkwood. Took me 3 days to finish. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you for watching it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Scrappy, for joining.
millennials will post videos of themselves making extremely exaggerated facial expressions in a manner reminiscent of the 90s comedy icon. Although if you dig deep enough, it seems it's prominent in all demographics, even Gen Z, so maybe it's just an internet thing. And of course, that famous video where that poor girl...
I hate this video so much, bro. This video brings me great pain.
...filmed herself dancing in front of food.
I don't even care if it's like clip farming and like this is all a setup and that's her mate. This video it's still just AIDS.
And it inevitably became associated with the millennial brand forever. It's even got to the point where editing that was popular during the millennials' early reign on the internet has become recognizable, such as jump cuts, pauses, and zooms.
Oh yeah, you guys know the millennial pause, right? Where they have their phone in their hand and it's like that kind of dead stare they do for a second, like, welcome back to the channel, guys. Like they stare at the camera, like they don't immediately do it, because most people do that anyway, but then they'll trim it out and they never trim it out. So they'll just be like, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing some cooking, guys. Just every single time. The millennial pause.
However, what's really
I think what the funny thing is, the way generations are going is each generation becomes more drenched in irony because they are so scared of being compared to the previous generation. Like millennials, they grew up on the internet, first gen to do that. Now they're cringe. Gen Z, second generation to grow up, in 10 years, they'll be cringe. They'll be called cringe by Gen Alphas. So everyone keeps drenching themselves in more layers of irony, so you can't even, like, analyze what the fuck they are. So they can't be called cringy, because they're always operating on, like, 7 layers.
telling is the differences between millennial brain rot in the...
I watched T-Mod videos and YouTube poops in high school. I understand Gen Alpha shit posts. I understand Skibbity Toilet as a concept.
Early 2000s compared to now, which aren't all that different. Boomer humor, millennial humor, and Zoomer humor are often pitted against one another.
Boomer humor? Seriously? Gen X humor? Hey, that's just a regular saber. Why don't you try holding it? Doesn't weigh much. I guess you'd call it a lightsaber. Good. Let the hate flow through you. Holy Reddit. Millennial humor. I'm studying, but the stew is silent. Dying. Oh god, that one's the worst one. Gen Z humor, Dave. No, that's not Gen Z humor anymore. That's not. Come on, bump that up to millennial. Bump that one up. No. I won't be taking that.
There is clear overlap between all three.
Gen Z humor. It should just say in impact meme font text, "Kill yourself."
After
that would be a Gen Z joke.
All boomers have the absurd.
Love workmate. Will you be at PAX again this year? Only a couple of weeks away. By the way, you should fix your camera. It's black and white.
Thank you, Soup Boy, for the 10. No, it's not, but I will be at
Pyro.
PAX.
Thanks for briefly covering Darkwood, but do you plan on doing an in-depth analysis? Cheers, champ.
No, I know the video on Darkwood. I didn't cover everything. The video was kind of short. I'll try harder next time. Maybe I'll do Darkwood too.
Noticed Monty Python humor. Millennial humor was originally considered weird and bizarre, and now Zoomers are starting to really get into the depression memes as their generation grows older.
I like that. They're screaming. They're screaming while being dragged into the abyss. It's actually really worrying. Like, I see so many TikToks of people that are just like, oh, I hate myself. I hate my life. And then all the comments are like, I can't repost this. The boys will know.
The pop culture zeitgeist for millennials was Harry Potter, given that the first book was published in 1997.
It's kind of genius. Like, they're all suffering in silence, and they don't even want to do it together because then they're worried that other people will find out.
And the first film aired in 2001, all the way up to 2011. So they really had a large chunk of their time spent within that universe. It got to the point where it became a hugely shared experience, as asking what...
You know what the scariest thing is? That guy is probably younger than me. The beard just adds so many years. He's probably 25 or something.
House Are You In became a chronically online process. As such, it makes sense that millennials would latch onto this piece of pop culture well into adulthood, but eventually it became such an oversaturated bit that it too became cringe, not only for other generations, but also for other millennials. There's nothing more annoying than that one friend who constantly goes on and on and on about Harry Potter despite it peaking in pop culture years ago. The term Disney adult is also relevant here, as millennials...
Yeah, I don't get the Harry Potter hype, I really don't. I watched, like, the films as a kid. I think I've watched every single one. Yeah, I don't think I watched the Deathly Hallows until, like, I was older. But, yeah, I don't get the hype behind it. Obviously, as a kid, it was the film to watch. It was insane. But, like, now, as being a 27-year-old, it's like, I don't care. It's like, you know, obviously, you know, rest in peace Maggie Smith, who passed away yesterday. But, yeah, I don't ever feel like I need to rewatch the films. And now HBO are...
Where do I send your check for Shilling Sweden?
Send it to my PO box, please. If any of you want to send anything, I have a PO box in the description. Oh, wait, actually. Someone sent something to my PO box. Should I get it? Give me a sec.
Homestuck fandom was wild as hell. I saw two guys dressed up as Homestuck characters fight over a 2-liter bottle of Faygo in the school courtyard. Hilarious.
2-liter bottle of Fanta?
Hi Hassan, enjoying the stream so far. Thanks for the quality work.
Thank you, Lemonus and Rosewood for the 10. Look at this. So, okay, all I'm saying is now, I got a P.O. box down in the description, right? Someone sent me this. Look at that. That's sick. So someone said, like, they were basically going to knit me, like, a sweater. Not a sweater, a beanie. But they actually did it. I think that looks cool. But yeah, if any of you want to, like, send me stuff, send it to the P.O. box. Dude, I got a fat head. Look at that. I got a fat head. That's insane. Wait, there's a lesser as well. Hang on. Wait, hang on. So happy about this project, and I'm glad you like it. I've been watching you since 7th grade, and I'm now in my 2nd year of college. That's where a lot of the Code Blue cam comes from. Anyways, not to be too gay, but you've helped me through so much. I wanted to show that somehow, with my blood, sweat, and tears, I accidentally stabbed my hands many times while sewing. I like crocheting for the people. No homo, although I'm a woman. Anyways, your content's great. I can confidently say I've watched every video since 2017. Have fun with the beanie of your persona. My favorite furry degenerate. If you ever need repairs, send it back to me. Don't dox me. And then they just put their address. That's based. Look at that, man. That's sick. How is it a millennial beanie? How is it a millennial beanie? I love this. This beanie's mine now. This beanie's mine.
Grew up in the Disney Renaissance of the 90s, with many of them watching Disney films like The Lion King as children.
I think that's really cool. But yeah, if any of you lice, where's the lice? Where's the lice? Yeah, if any of you want to send me stuff, I've obviously got the P.O. box. You can just send it there. It's down in the description of the stream.
To stop filming themselves gushing about the corporation and how incredible.
I don't get the Disney adult thing. I will never understand it. I went to Disneyland, like Paris, when I was like 12. And then I went to one in America when I was like 19. And that's it.
Incredible it is. At times, this love of animated films has grown into borderline obsession, and many adults get...
I don't understand like how you can gush over giving $1 billion company more money. It would just make me bitter.
If I send you Mexican candy, will you eat it on stream? I was going to send it to Bubba Games, but I think he's buying scratchers or on Smogo.
Wait, I can't hear with the
Yo,
beanie
Pyro,
on. I do want to wear the beanie, by the way. I really do
shirt.
like it. I can't hear the donos with it on. Because my head's too fat. Is my hair cooked? That's right. Thank you, John, for the 10. You know what someone else sent me as well? I got sent this in the P.O. box. Adult Autism Support Guide. Very much needed. Thank you.
Get a little bit weird with how much they like their childhood films.
Dulce de leche back in like April. It said it got delivered, but I think it might expire soon.
Oh, that was you? Okay, Anita, thank you for the 10. I'm really sorry. I opened the jar, and I had a bit, and it was the best thing I've ever tasted. And then when I went to have some more, like a week later, it was covered in mold, and I had to throw it out. But that little bit that I had was so nice. I'm really sorry to waste it, but it was really nice. Thank you. Like, the thing is, I did want to eat it, but then I didn't want to turn into like one of my commissions. So I just had like a little bit of it one night, and I was like, ooh, that's yummy. Maybe I'll have some like next week. And then when the next week came, it was just covered in mold.
Hence, Disney and Harry Potter obsessions frame millennials as forever children instead of grown adults, which continues to mar their reputation online as annoying humans. There's less a sense of maturity and more a sense of that I hate adulting cringe. That being said, it's important to realize that all of this intergenerational conflict is silly and keeps churning from generation to generation.
You know, I just don't get the kids of today. My 11-year-old cousin said to me, Pookie, I just phantom taxed your yacht. And then I have a negative aura, you Sigma. I'm banned from MSM for a week because I literally got stunted for getting hella crunk at that party.
No one says this. No one talks like this.
Oh my gosh, it's munted.
Why does your chin look bigger each year? Because I'm mewing.
Always going to be cringe people in each cohort, and they will unfortunately become the hated online scapegoats for the rest of the people of that age. Gen Z has already been spotted hating on Gen Alpha, which is unfortunate as it perpetuates.
The only reason why Gen Alpha are being hated on right now is because they're too young to fight back, genuinely. Once they get access, it's over. Once they get TikTok, it's over.
The cycle. And then the fact that millennials hate on Gen Z is also just crazy, as you'd think that after an entire decade of being shat on, millennials would know better than to feel as if they need to attack another generation. But here we are, and they are doing it.
You know the funny thing is about stuff like this? Like, I'll be called unk and stuff like that, right? But genuinely, like, I am so terminally online that I feel like myself, I'm always going to be, like, up to date with the memes and stuff like that, because it's like my job, right? It literally is my job. So I'll always be able to stay up to date, which is not a good thing, by the way. I'm not saying that as a brag, like it's a superpower. Like, that is fucking loser behavior.
It's gotten to the point where some accounts will claim millennials are better because they drank straight from
what we drank as kids. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's got more sugar. Any of those got more sugar than Prime. Come on. Oh, I drank Coke as a kid, guys. Oh, no. Kids today don't drink
Pyro,
Coke.
have you seen the new game Forever Winter? It was meant to release late 2025. Gamers wanted it so bad the devs dropped in really early edition and people have been complaining that it isn't finished. Monka.
Forever Winter?
What's cringer, millennial women humor or Pyro's hair?
Not the hair.
From the hose, which is straight up boomer posting.
Why is there a hose? Oh my god, you actually self-reported you're like 80. That sucks. Dude, this isn't even a millennial. This is like the silent generation. This is someone that was born in like the 20s.
Or then there's the claims that Gen Z is aging like milk, which clearly...
Okay, I'm not joking. Okay, I can laugh at Gen Zs right now, right? Because whenever I pass by like a college or something to get to a train station to go down to London, all these kids that are like 17, 18, they're all vaping, bro. Every single one. Like, the funny thing is, oh my god, I'm going to sound old right now. I'm going to sound so old. When I was in high school, no one vaped. I'm not joking you. No one vaped, bro. No one. And now it is like everyone is vaping. I'm Gen Z. No, I know I'm Gen Z. I'm 1 year. If I was born a year later, I'd be a millennial.
Clearly on the...
No, I'm allowed to roast Gen Z. I'm allowed to, though.
Applies to us.
But that's like young Gen Z. They're different. It was cigarettes, Lamau. Okay, yeah, kind of true, actually.
Small sample size. At the end of the day, everyone wants to be special or be a part of a particular community.
Why millennials look younger than Gen Z? I've actually never seen more cope in my entire life. That's bad. No one has ever said that, by the way. Thank you, Mr. Saturn, for the 15.
Community that is considered
Have
unique.
you seen Skyrim intro, but it's brain rot? Pure cinema.
I have not, Anon. Thank you for the 10.
You don't have a lot else going for you. It's easy to make being boomer, Gen X, millennial, Gen Z, or even Gen Alpha a major part of your personality, because chances are your experiences will be similar to that of others, and it's nice to feel as if you fit in. This is why generational content can feel so tribal.
I survived spanking, lead paint, rusty playgrounds, secondhand smoke, toy guns, no seatbelts, no helmets, drinking from the hose. He says as he sips his Monster Zero Ultra.
As people argue which childhood was best and why, or which is worst and why. And of course, all of this is encouraged by social media platform algorithms as they see that it induces engagement, boosting numbers way up. You have to understand that the videos uploaded denigrating any generation are not accurate. They are posted with an agenda in mind, and that agenda is provoking viewers by making a certain demographic angry enough to comment a response or share to others so that they too can become outraged. As a result, each generation will eventually become boomerish and cringe in their own way.
Just the old man. The old man. It's up to you to break generational trauma. Baby boomers, stupid. Generation X, you're not good enough. Millennials. This is like the army soldier blocking the bullets from the little girl. Have you seen that? That sucks. It's like that puppet meme of like all the strings. Stupid, you're not good enough. It's funny because if there was a smaller character that was Gen Alpha, the Gen Z child would just be shouting "kill yourself."
And the only way to stop it is to accept...
No, they'd be saying "kill yourself, Zumi."
The fact that, yeah, one day you will very likely be angry at kids for treading on your metaphor.
I think this is one reason why, like, when people say that I'm old, I roll with it. I don't cope, and I'm like, oh, I'm not that old, bro. I'm not that old. Like, I'm not old. But at the same time, it's like the wall comes for everyone. No matter who you are, where you're from, how much money's in your account, the wall comes for everyone. And if you, like, kind of make peace with it before that happens, it's like, whatever.
Oracle from Lawn, but for the love of God...
Like, sometimes I do think, I'm like, ooh.
Literally the coach yelling at the kid meme.
It's based. Thank you, Lemonus, the 10. Yeah, it's like the Norwood Reaper. Norwood. Isn't Norwood the hairline thing? The Norwood Reaper. The Norwood Reaper. Oh my god. The Norwood Reaper. That's painful. Is that Jude Law? No. This guy is actually doing the Osho speed face. Where he's just looking down.
Pyro, love your content. This is the first time I catch one of your streams. Keep up the great.
I will keep up the great. Thank you for the 10, Cuda.
Don't bring out the metaphorical shotgun and blast them for it. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Mr. Old Cynical, there's a game I loved playing around 10 years ago called Shadows of the Damned. It was on Soy Station 3. They are now releasing it on Steam on Halloween. I doubt you would make a video on it, but you should look at it. Work.
Thank you, Cuda, for the 10. You Soy Gacho for the 10. I think we got time for one more video. What is this? Ooh, there's a video attacking TikTok. Okay, all right. I gotta go soon. So we'll do one more video, and then I gotta dip. We will do Fear and Hunger tomorrow. I know I've said that 3 days in a row. I'm really sorry. I'll make a promise. Okay, I will make a promise, right? I'll make a promise, okay? I will stream Fear and Hunger tomorrow, and I will do no React Andy, okay? Zero React Andy. I will literally do, like, I'll jump straight into Fear and Hunger. The reason why I had to stream today is because I'm doing PAX soon, and I kind of need to stockpile videos because a lot of the employees are having time off as well during PAX. So we need to make sure everything is stockpiled. So, okay, one more, I promise, one more. And then we will be done. TikTok's double consumption core crisis. Double consumption core.
From. Some people get their validation from money. Some people get their validation from the yearly Goodreads reading challenge. Me personally, I get my validation from how well my plants are growing. They have been the same size since December. I am very unwell. And because I've been unwell, I decided to do some soul searching for the past couple weeks. Traveling far and wide to seek new sources of validation. Making my own journey to the West. Because I was born and raised on the West Coast, and I really can't stand living in a state where I can experience all 4 seasons. And when I got to the end of my journey, I actually found...
Uh-oh, here comes the unfunny.
Hey, Pyro, I'm not even much of gamer. Stafford.
With your hair, could you remind me of Nick Carter? With your hair, could you remind me of Nick Carter?
The 90s were so much better without Gen Z.
Dude, he paid $10 for that. You really got your money's worth there.
I know you said
Holy.
you don't really watch much anime, but I was wondering if you had heard of Homunculus. It's a genuinely incredible manga that I try to shill to as many people as I can, just don't watch the Netflix adaptation. I'm Gen Z and have other co-workers who call me Unk despite also being in Gen Z.
Homunculus? I think I've heard of that. It's a manga, right? Oh, this is the guy that's like a telepath or something, right? Yeah, I haven't read it or watched it, but I've just heard it's like really good. I don't know if I'm feeling this video, honestly. I don't know if I'm feeling that video. It's a little bit too slow for my brain. I did want to watch this though, because I feel that this video is literally a direct call out on me. How the YouTube algorithm promotes thievery. Like, this is literally a call out on me and other reaction channels, and I do want to watch it because he'll probably make some very valid points.
Free money. Do you like free money?
Yes.
Do you wish you could sit on your butt all day and make boatloads of cash?
Yes.
Do you wish you could profit off other people's work and exploit
Yes.
stupid, dumb
Yes.
YouTubers? Well, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about YouTube and thievery. How are these things connected? Well, through the magical and...
I do want to make a point before getting into this video. The live channel makes infinitely more money than the TV channel. If you guys know that the TV channel is where we just upload... We don't upload VODs anymore. We unlist the VODs because 90% of the VODs get claimed because of like one song sneaking in or something like that. Yeah, the VOD channel here. So like we basically get clips of like videos we've reacted to and what we've watched, and then we just stick it up on there, like cutting out all the copyright and stuff like that. So, but that still makes nowhere near as much money as the live channel.
often misunderstood world of React content. Yes, that's right, React content. What is going on with streamers reacting to other people's carefully crafted video essays? How is YouTube's algorithm pushing those reactions to the top? And why did I suddenly find myself going viral on Twitter and Reddit? There's a lot to unpack here, so let's dive in. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Zachary Smiggle. I live in Western Pennsylvania. I have one cat named Zoe.
Did you see Drew Gooden calling you out? I watched that yesterday. He used the Darkwood as a reference for a video that was too long, but I don't think it was like an actual dig. I mean, he did actually have a cameo in Darkwood as well. So
I really like.
But I really liked his video. I think it was very good.
Playing Age of Empires, and I started this channel 16 months ago. I've been on YouTube for pretty much my entire life. The goal of this channel, though, in particular, was always to create some educational and entertaining content. Ideally, I want to shine a light on problems that people might not know exist, or tell stories that I think need to be told. So that's why I, no joke, survived off Chipotle for 30 days one time, weighing 30 burritos.
Mutahar called you out in his latest video. I think you're yapping a little bit, sir. Let's have a look.
Hello.
I think Ubisoft is finally dying. Okay, yeah, it was bait. It was bait.
Trying to get some real data on Chipotle shrinkflation. Now, this isn't my normal
shrinkflation. That's like the most terrifying word I could ever think of.
Video format, but I wanted to make a video really quick for reasons you'll understand a bit later. A few days ago, I uploaded a video about fast food companies raising their prices. I thought, because of my background...
Trump called you out in his latest presidential speech. Okay, I actually believe that one. I believe that one.
In advertising, I could provide a unique perspective on things. The video is a 16-minute video essay, which took me about 3 weeks to make, and I felt it was a well-structured video. Like I sometimes do, I had one of my amazing friends.
He called you out in the Smart Schoolboy 9 video? What did he say?
Help me out, and for the first time I actually hired someone to design the thumbnails. A completely new experience to me. This video was also...
I see you reference it a lot. I know there are lots of videos on it already, however I would love to see your take on it.
Disco Elysium is a game that I really try to get into, but then every time I do, I just kind of zone out. I need to kind of just have... I don't think it's a game I could ever stream. And then also, if it's like... If it's trying to cover every single choice, every single aspect, every success state, every fail state, it's very difficult to do that. I mean, doing that with Darkwood, look at the video, it ended up being 8 hours.
The first time I shot with my new camera, something I've been saving up for after using just my iPhone for about 14 months. In the end, I put a lot into this video, but that's okay. I created something that honestly I'm like truly proud of. One of my best videos yet, in my opinion. As soon as I uploaded the video, I knew it was on track to be a hit. It shot up to a 1 out of 10, performing better than many of my previous uploads in just a matter of a few days. As a medium-sized creator, my videos usually take anywhere from 3 to 10 days to fully reach their intended audience. For instance,
Mutahar said you're a clickbaiter and you yap in your videos, but he also said Darkwood was good, so it's okay. I actually believe that as well.
Since my Why YouTube Feels Different video took 5 days to blow up, my Chipotle video took 6 days, and my gas station video didn't catch fire until day 13. So seeing my latest upload reach heights similar to those videos that have hit 1 million views, this video, in my opinion, was on track to blow up. It reached 200K views in just a few days, so I was beyond excited. Then, on Sunday, I started getting Instagram and Discord messages from people letting me know that Asmongold, a really famous streamer, had reacted to my video live on his Twitch stream.
It is crazy how many views Asmongold gets. I think that's what everyone wishes they could get, to be fair. Like anyone that reacts to content, they wish they could pull in the views that he does.
His stream...
I think you're a bit of a moron if you don't admit that.
Involved him reacting to my video, sharing his thoughts.
I do love, like, again, no hate to Asmongold, but I do love how the majority of it is slight eyebrow raise and then saying sure. Like the person who he's watching is in the room with him.
On the fast food industry, agreeing with some points and disagreeing with others. Overall,
I think one thing about reaction content that I've noticed, like I get very hypercritical when I'm watching another YouTuber's video. Like I always need to make sure that I'm adding something of substance, because if I'm not, then it's like, it's bad. Like it's really bad.
He was very positive and nice, and he did tell his chat to check out my channel. Honestly, I thought this was super cool. I don't have an issue with people reacting to my content in a transformative way on platforms like Twitch. For example, last fall, Sandwich reacted to my Why YouTube Feels Different video on her live stream, and I thought that was an amazing and awesome experience.
See, I'm conflicted on reaction content. I think it's... obviously, I'm going to say this, right, because I'm biased and it makes me money, but like, I feel it's okay as long as you're giving insight. If you're just not... I mean, I'll be honest, I know this is like the easiest target imaginable, but I've seen like XQC reaction videos before, and it's like he will genuinely just not say anything for most of the video, just kind of like stare at it, like he's not even reacting, he actually is watching. Like, I'm sure you've all seen that clip.
The Mutahar call out is at 7:34 in the Smart Schoolboy video if you want to check it out.
Thank you, Annan, for the 10. But yeah, like I think it's like, as long as you're adding something of substance, it's okay. There is a video that I've pulled up on stream that I do want to show in a little bit, but I am gonna wait.
Experience. Now, I understand that something like this might not be okay for some people, but for...
Like, I definitely do think reacting is leeching. It definitely is leeching. I've reacted to smaller YouTubers before, and they've shown me their demographics have actually gone up, like shot up. But then on the flip side of it, I've seen proof of people reacting to other YouTubers' videos, and then their video dies off because no one's watching them. I mean, a good example, right, with Asmongold, like, he will purposely react to videos that have just came out. And that is definitely brigading a lot, like kind of sucking up the views and taking it away.
For me, a stream like Asmongold's was totally fine.
And I've done that exact same thing before as well.
I didn't consent to it, but I understand this is how things work nowadays, and if more people see my content on another platform, great. I'm okay with Asmongold's reaction.
I think there is also a big shift in like reaction content as well. Reaction content always seems to get it seems to get a lot of hate every couple of months. Like originally you'd have something like, I don't know, like Critical moved away from reaction content, right? Like he used to do reaction content on his stream, but he's stopped doing that now. He doesn't do it anymore.
During his stream because his viewers tune in for his live streams for sometimes like 5 or 6 hours just to watch him. Clearly, people like the dude. They're there to watch him, not me. Not someone else's video, but him. His reaction to my video was just one tiny segment in a lengthy stream. However, where I do have an issue is a 36 clip of Asmongold's reaction to my video was uploaded to YouTube using the exact same title as mine. And I noticed my momentum shift. Before his reaction, I obtained about...
Yeah, we try to... Whenever I upload a reaction, we do change the title. We change it to something different. And then obviously we always credit whoever uploaded it and stuff. I mean, these are all excuses. It doesn't make it better. It definitely doesn't.
225,000 views in just 5 days. After that, there was a slight boost and then a slowdown resulting in a massive click-through rate drop-off. But more on that later. You see, streamers like Asmongold...
Videos definitely do taper off, though, over time. Like, I'm already seeing that with Darkwood. Like, you know, it's not getting 1 million views a day anymore.
Usually don't run their own YouTube channels. They have editors who clip content from their streams and post it to YouTube. In return, these editors get something like 75% of the ad revenue. These clippers, as I like to call them, are often anonymous editors who are fans of streamers turned editors. Often these clippers hijack the original's video thumbnail, slapping the streamer's face on it, and the goal is...
The funny thing is, we tried doing this and it actually didn't do well for our channel, which was actually kind of a blessing in disguise. So now whenever we react to a video, we come up with a completely original like title and thumbnail. Thank you 9X for joining.
Honestly, to mislead viewers scrolling through YouTube to thinking that Asmongold, Hassan, or XQC actually created a video about this topic. This is why these clippers have come under fire in the past, and likely why many of them stay anonymous. At first glance...
That's a Pinely video, I think. I don't think it matters whether the clipper would be anonymous. I think it's like the YouTuber themselves would get hate for it anyway, because they're the ones that are enabling it.
These reaction uploads might not seem like a big deal, right? It's just one video, but this actually exposes a massive problem with reactors, YouTube, and how its algorithm handles reaction videos. If you're not familiar with YouTube's algorithm or recommendation system, that's okay. I'll explain quickly. Basically, several factors determine whether a video will get recommended frequently or not. The 3 most important ones are a video's click-through rate, or how often they click, retention, or how long people watch the video, and viewer satisfaction. Do they come back to the channel after they're done watching that?
I mean, one thing I'll admit, the retention of Darkwood isn't that great. Like, it's very split. Most people will watch, like, about an hour of it and then click off. But then you get the people that leave it on when they're doing something, or when they're, you know, like, you know, they leave it on to go to sleep, something like that. Like, my retention has never been good on my long form videos, but it still translates into like insane views and ad revenue. Like, honestly, if I wonder what would happen if I compress these videos into like super edits. Like, I make it into like a 20-minute video or something like that. Like, the views would probably be insane because more people would be watching more of the video. But that's not how I want to do videos. I just want to be able to talk about everything and cover everything. I don't want to condense any of it.
Specific video. These factors largely dictate.
Does clicking off the video and coming back count as bad retention? Probably not. It's probably good. I know most people, obviously most people don't watch an 8-hour video in one sitting. They probably click off it and then they come back to it. Like, I see people always comment like the timestamp of the video as well.
Whether a video will appear in the recommended or suggested tab, which is where most medium to small creators get their traffic. Of these factors, the easiest to track and arguably the most important are a video's click-through rate and watch time. Simply put, if a video is being clicked more often and watched longer than another, it'll be recommended more. That's how YouTube works, plain and simple. Here's where reaction videos create an uneven playing field. Because reaction videos are usually longer, they tend to have more watch time.
Yeah, I think my reaction videos get like 100,000 views on a good day. They mostly get like 30 to 50,000 views. So I think I'm under that kind of threshold. But with Asmongold, he's an exception because he tends to get more views than the actual video. So he's always like targeted by people. And I think it is fair because it's like, if I was in Asmongold's position, I could add as much commentary as I could. I could be tabbing out, showing other websites, doing little side quests as I do every stream. But people wouldn't care because it's like, you're being rewarded more for basically just watching someone else's video. That's not fair. And I think the reason why me and a lot of other channels like get away with it is because we're under that view threshold. But then you see someone like Asmongold, and it's like, he's literally getting double the views of the video that he's reacting to. And then obviously like the creator would probably feel that they've been thefted a little bit.
They can also fit in more ads, which means more revenue for YouTube. On top of that, these videos come from established channels. Mathematically, people are more likely to click on a video from Asmongold than from me. This higher click-through rate,
but also his title and the fact that he uploads it so quickly. I mean, that's a pretty big difference though, 1 day and 11 days.
Gives reaction videos.
But yeah, he's obviously taking the title and then just reacts. Which isn't, yeah, I don't really agree with that.
Is from large streamers an immediate edge. So when you compare the two, it's easy to see how the odds are stacked in the favor of the reaction video over the original. To counter this, reaction streamers will often tell their viewers to go like the original video, but ironically, this can hurt the original video. When someone clicks on a video, just hit like and then immediately leaves, it drags down the average view duration, one of those key factors YouTube tracks. It can also impact the click-through rate.
I don't know if there's any proof about that, but yeah, that would make sense. A lot of YouTubers going on the video supporting it, and then they just leave.
If someone
he doesn't have any proof though, that's the thing, but it does make like plausible sense.
Subscribes to the original creator because of the stream, but then doesn't actually click on the original video when it appears on the homepage, the CTR will take a hit. And why would they click? They've already seen the content on their reaction video or that stream. A lot of people assume that after watching a reaction, subscribing and liking the original video fixes everything. And while this may help future videos and introduce the creator to a new audience, which is great, the video itself, the one that took time and effort to create, is negatively impacted. It's a complex situation, and a lot of the things that people think will actually help the video actually hurt it in the long run. YouTube has a limited amount of space to recommend videos, and they will always choose the video that is going to appeal to the most people. I'm not saying anything radical. Numerous other creators.
Did Asmon take the video down? I can't find it. Oh, I have no idea.
Have backed these claims, as this has happened to a lot of others too. So that night that the clipper uploaded the reaction to YouTube, I tweeted about this situation because I have a small circle of creator friends and was looking for their thoughts and opinions on the subject. I woke up and the tweet exploded. It gained significant traction, reaching.
Yeah, I do notice like any anti-YouTuber tweet always tends to juice well on Twitter. Like, yeah, like anything, I always see like anything bad about XQC or Asmongold always juices, gets like 50,000, 100,000 likes.
Traction.
And the worst thing is as well, because Twitter is such an echo chamber, that won't change. Like that looks insane, right? 50k views, 3 million people saw it, but then it's like, yeah, Asmongold sucks. Anyways, and then they just keep scrolling, like nothing actually changes.
Reaching millions of people, resulting in.
And then that leads to Asmongold hating Twitter more, showing more vitriol and spite towards the site, and nothing gets achieved because they're all just wrote off as haters. Like there's no discussion.
News articles being written about it, and even making the top page of Reddit. It became clear to me that this wasn't just a me problem, it's a widespread issue on YouTube. I also received numerous messages from other creators sharing their experiences with streamers reacting to their content, and how often it negatively impacted the video's momentum afterward. I had multiple messages from creators letting me know.
I'm surprised they don't copyright strike him, but I feel like they're probably too scared to. Because he'll just like blow up on stream about it and he'll sick his fan base on them.
Glad I discovered this game before army service. Thank you for this banger. Gonna check another one in a year.
Thank you, Anon, for the 10.
That if I reach out to Asmongold, he'll take the reaction down despite the potential damage that it has already done. Regardless, I reached out to him and his clipper, but didn't hear much most of the day, until someone mentioned it on his live stream, because my tweet was really blowing up, and then he reached out. Asmongold apologized, and we had a really brief but nice exchange, and he had his clipper private the video. I was never trying to create any...
So yeah, whoever said that in chat earlier, he did pull the video.
...drama out of this, truthfully, yet I had a lot of people coming after me in the comments because of my tweet. And I think this highlights a potential issue with this reactionary landscape.
I think one video I do want to bring up now, I was waiting to bring it up, but I can't find a good moment to. This guy made a video on me, including me. a year ago because there was a huge Tarkov scam exploit and he did a video on it and everyone reacted to it. Like Charlie when he used to do reactions, I did, Asmongold did, and then he did like, he basically did a tier list. Oh yeah, that's right. It was all the biggest creators and then me for some reason. That was on Pyro Live though. That wasn't on TV, but yeah.
Content. And this isn't to say that I'm salty or I think they all should have asked for permission or anything.
Pyro, I think I'm getting scammed here. You promised that all your merchandise shipped worldwide, but you've excluded my country. I feel like I'm fighting with Sony and their stupid PSN rules. So sad, Pyro, so very sad. Twitter will hear about this.
Thank you, Haz, for the 10. Haz, I get this a lot. Oh yeah, to anyone that's watching the stream right now and you've tried to buy merch and it doesn't ship to your country, send an email to the merch support. Send an email to the merch support on the website. Say what country you're from and we'll whitelist that country because it's a really long like we don't work with an agency, we do it all ourselves. And we have to set up all the tax and all the forms and stuff. So send an email saying, can you ship to our country? And it'll be like, yeah, sorted, okay. Because then we know to actually open up to that country.
One thing I'll say is I like the fact that he's watching the full video. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, he went over reactions. I'm only watching this because it's a self-glaze because he put me in S tier.
The whole game is just item-based pretty much. Whenever you're at the top of the game, all you have is items. So why would you...
So he did this video, XQC's reacting to it, and then he is reacting to him reacting to him. And I am reacting to him, reacting to him, reacting to him.
In a game like this, when all you get is you
it's
can
like 4-layered reaction.
make better weapons, and then you stop cheating.
Again, it honestly was. I myself laughing. Him experiencing.
Let me. I'm gonna skip past the glaze. Oh yeah, here's the ratings he did.
The video. All right, so let's rate these guys. We just watched Pyro. I gotta say, S tier. I don't know if there's anything better that he could have done. He reacted to the full video. He did commentary the whole way through. He did his own intro. He retitled it.
I know this seems really sleazy, me just using a self-glaze as a defense. But yeah, I think when I react to videos, I am panicked. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. Reacting to stuff is more energy consuming than me playing like a comp video game. Or, you know, recording a slop video. It genuinely is like so like after me doing this stream, I just want to go lie down for a couple hours because it's like it is like having to read chat, read donos, react to everything, always have something to say, always make sure there's commentary so you're not just like tunnel visioning. Oh my god, stroking coming, maybe. You know, always making sure there's something to say and it's not just vapid to make sure there's a conversation. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Like, I've never felt more on edge than when I'm doing, like, reactions. I wish I could be like Asmongold Andy and just, like, sit there, you know, going, sure. But, you know, I can't.
He included my name and my video and where you could find it. This is like the benchmark for how React content should be done.
Tell this to 5 to 2 workers. I never said that YouTube is a harder job than a 9 to 5. Never said that. YouTube is the easiest job in the world, and that's why everyone wants it. It's a lazy fucking job where you just sit on your ass all day.
Done.
I'm just saying I want to try and put a bit more effort into the reactions.
Asmongold, I thought, did a really great job. He brought, you know, this Tarkov first-person shooter hacking situation to a more MMO audience. He was the only person who subscribed to me on stream and kind of pointed people towards my channel and wanted more follow-ups and kind of put that in people's minds, which is just a great thing to do to a content creator, especially a smaller.
My slapper? Is that like the new bit? Like with XQC, it's my juicer. With me, it's my slapper.
Content creator like myself. Charlie. He did okay. I feel like Charlie would.
Who played Becky in Utopia got tattooed at my studio, and she told me there may be a season 3 in the works or at least a 10-year reunion coming. But you didn't hear it from me.
No way. No way. There might be a season 3 in the works or at least a 10-year reunion. No way. Surely bait. Surely bait. Nah, there's no way there's Utopia Season 3. There's no way. I'm a tattoo artist, and the lady who played Becky... What's her name again? I know she's Welsh. Alexandra Roach. That's right. Yeah, she's actually been in loads of stuff. She was in Black Mirror for a little bit as well. Damn. Possible season 3. I don't believe you. How's the Utopia video doing right now? Like, what's it on? $14 million, damn. Yeah, that I would love that. I don't believe it, but I'd love that.
Was like half asleep. He was one of the only creators that actually put like my name and my channel like in the video the entire time. Like his camera didn't like cover it up. I like Charlie, but he didn't really add a whole lot to it.
I don't. Okay, this is Charlie Glaze, unfortunately, but I just think he's like kind of a more laid back personality and stuff. So I don't think he'd be adding like breaking commentary every second.
He didn't hate watch my video, but he just seemed kind of half asleep.
Like in comparison to Charlie, I'm basically a tweaker.
And you're not required to like my content if you react to it. I mean, so I don't really know how I feel about it. It's just kind of it was okay.
All right, yeah, we don't need to go through all this, but that was a guy that did like a tier list of all the React Andes, and he basically said that like my commentary was almost like I pre-watched the video to learn before playing it.
Just because it's normalized doesn't make it okay for everyone. Many creators are afraid to speak out about their videos being reacted to without permission because these super streamers often have intense fan bases. Again, yeah. I'm not blaming Asmongold.
I mean, I do agree with that. Like, if someone did a copyright strike on Asmongold, I did say this earlier, like, why don't they just do it? But yeah, no, the fan base would be absolutely just go feral. Because he does, like, Asmongold does have a huge fan base, absolutely.
But since this happened, I've received more negative hate
I asked Goat to put me in S tier to make me look good. Yeah, that's true.
Comments than ever before. And my take wasn't even that extreme. I was simply expressing my disappointment that my video...
Yeah, I think, like, the bigger your... I'm not even saying, like, Asmongold fans are bad. I just think, like, the correlation of, like, the more active, the bigger your fan base, the more that bad side of it, that toxic side, grows.
Seemingly lost its momentum. When you take a middle ground approach or stance, you seem to make everyone angry.
I don't understand why Asmongold's popular. I feel like if I was in his position, people would say the exact same things about me. I think we do always question why people are famous. Like every single big streamer. It's like, why is he famous? Fuck that guy. You know, it's like I guarantee when Darkwood came out and it got 3 million views in a couple of days, people got reminded that I exist and they're like, oh, that guy's still here? Ugh, like he sucks. That guy sucks. I hate that guy. It's like just seeing someone that's popular. I've seen people bring up the argument that it's like, you know, like gamer, grifter, woke lebad. Like he does gravitate towards like, you know, trans people are controversial, apparently. But I mean, there is a reason why he's successful. Like he's, you know, it's one of those situations where it's like he's definitely worked for it, right? Or he's at least put the hours in. You know how those people, like those people that stream DGen hours, like Asmongold and XQC and that, like people will be like, oh, they're talentless. But like they're still putting the hours in. They're streaming their asses off. Like, you really got to respect that even if you don't like the creator. Like, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I feel like calling it soon. I'm tired. Like, maybe I'm a bit more high energy. I don't know.
Agree. But in situations
hey,
like
so
this...
You know, Cristobal just tweeted about Utopia Season 3.
Liar, pants on fire. No, he didn't. What? Liar. Okay, what's your name? Alter. Your name's Alter. Mods, find Alter in chat. If he's lying, he gets a ban. No meme. God! No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's bait. It's bait. It's bait. It's bait. It's bait. It is bait. It is bait. There's no way. There's no way. That's bait. That has to be. He's like trolling or something, right?
Have you played Pressure? It's a Roblox game, but it's an underwater horror game, and I think you would like it.
Nah. 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 If this happens, I will eat my glasses. Holy millennial. Nah! Oi, oi. Keo, retweet that now. Retweet that now, my account. Retweet that now. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. That's the best. That is like the best news I have heard in a long time. Oh my god. Tom Hardy, that's bait. The thing is, Christabel is a little bit of a troll. He is a little bit of a troll. So... you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna retweet it. I'm gonna retweet it because it'll bait him out. Because it's gonna blow up and then we'll find out if it's a troll or not. If he deletes it, it's over. He might be baiting. It doesn't... It looks like he made it as well, though. It's an egg splitting off. That's crazy. There's no way. Dude, oh my god. That... I don't enjoy... In my old age, I don't enjoy a lot of things anymore. But if that came out, I would be... gushing. Gushing.
There are a lot of gray areas. For instance, as...
It has to be bait. Well, it's the guy who did the soundtrack for season 1 and 2. That's who Christabel is. He made the soundtrack for the show. But like, someone literally made a dono 10 minutes ago saying, no proof by the way, I did the tattoo of the woman that played Becky in Utopia, and she said there could be a season 3, but you didn't hear it from me. And then that straight after, nah, there's too many conveniences. There's too many.
Gold did tell people to check out my channel and like the video, which I generally appreciated. However, reposting the reaction on YouTube with the same title while my video was still new, that I didn't really appreciate. We can be appreciative and critical of things at the same time. To me, that's healthy, and that's why I'm doing this, and that's what I'm trying to do and have always done. In my Why YouTube Feels Different series...
He's watching your stream and decided to troll. That could also be a thing as well.
I talked about how wild my blow-up was last August and how YouTube runs ads on videos even...
Did you see the new Minecraft update that's literally just Darkwood? No, I did not. Thank you for the 10 though, Dan.
Even if the creator isn't part of the YouTube partnership program. For example, I had a video that got 2 million views and YouTube ran ads on it, but I didn't see a dime. I didn't break any rules or do anything wrong. The system just works in a way that is disadvantageous to creators who blow up early in their YouTube careers.
Shout out
I didn't share this.
Remember the Leafy Pyro Playground insult match.
Thank you, Mojo, for the 10. God, that was a long time ago.
Expecting YouTube to magically write me a check, but with the hopes that the system can be improved for future creators. And the same thing is occurring to me now. I shared my tweet not to be ungrateful or create drama, but to highlight that the system is a bit messed up and could be better. There's just a lot of layers to this. There's clearly a difference in a regular creator's transformative reaction and the ones that we are seeing on TikTok, Shorts, and Reels. What I went through isn't the same as what a channel with fewer than 1,000 subscribers might experience if their video gets reacted to. For them, a big creator's reaction could be life-changing. I've heard stories of small channels getting a massive blow-up from a single shout-out. But that doesn't erase the negative experiences that countless others have gone through. There's a lot of nuance here, and honestly, there shouldn't be. Not when there are solutions within the reach that could satisfy.
I think one thing that's really important as well. Oh, who's it? Oh, what's up, Schlep? Yeah, I think one thing that's really important as well is like it's the watch time. So like the longer you make a video, the more money you get paid usually, because people will just leave it on in the background and stuff. That's why I stopped doing 8-minute videos and now they're like 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, honestly, people will say that about the TV channel, that you turn a 15-minute video into an hour-long yap. But like, is it because I'm solely trying to make it longer? It's more really just because like I've got so much to say on a certain topic, and because my brain is scrambled, right? I just do like all this like side quest stuff and that constantly.
Everyone. We can absolutely do better.
I wish he was reacting to the Talk To Her podcast. You know, like people ironically gave it, like they bumped it up in IMDb ratings. So it's like, it's higher rated now than the entire Breaking Bad series.
I believe the internet is vast enough for thoughtful, transformative reaction content, and I fully support fair use. But this experience has shown me how much room there is for YouTube to improve the landscape for everyone. If this reaction-based content is here to stay, YouTube has the tools to make things better. Tagging a video as react content, similar to how they tag AI content, would be a great start. YouTube used to have a response video system. Why not have something like that for reaction videos? Where
this video should have an automatic label that says reacting to video title by channel name, and the whole thing is like a link to the OG video. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea, but no one's clicking on that, bro. I'm sorry. That's a very good idea. I do like that. But no one is clicking on that. No one is clicking on that. That little bar. It's like how, you know, when you get YouTube Shorts. I mean, here's a good example, right? You got Russian Badger, right? I don't want to hear anyone say he did bad voice acting. He did a very good job in Darkwood.
Rainbow Succeed.
But he has shorts, right?
Do not.
And some of these shorts link to the original video here. No one is clicking that, bro. I would love to see his analytics of the click-through rate of someone watching a short while scrolling and then clicking on an entire YouTube video. That's why you have these channels. I mean, Russian Badger is not an example, by the way, about what I'm just about to say. But you have these channels that are shorts merchants. They get millions of views, and then on their actual channel, they get like 10K on like a long form. Russian Badger is not an example of that because he still juices on main anyway. His videos are really good, by the way. Should definitely check him out. But like, I mean, like, if you watch me, like, surely you know this guy exists.
Perhaps the watch time can funnel back to the original video. Even better would be introducing...
He did good on the voice acting. I defend it because it's like... He always portrays himself as like a snarky, snide character, and then I thought to myself, he's really good for the Wolfman. Like, if I just get some, like, guy doing a deep voice or something, like, for example, Connor, right? Sea-Dog, he voiced the Doctor. That voice, he would have done that voice for the Wolfman, and I don't think that's a good fit. So I needed to get someone really snarly, or I needed to get someone really sarcastic. And so I got Badger for the sarcastic thing.
A revenue split system similar to what YouTube...
He raises the bar with his videos. He's got like a 90K, I think it's more than that, like a mocap suit. It's insane.
...has done with music rights. This system could be a game changer for small to medium-sized creators. Across the platform, this likely adds up to millions of dollars of revenue for creators who need it the most. YouTube could even introduce a feature that allows channels to mark their content as React-friendly, giving them the power to choose whether or not their videos can be used in reactions. This would ensure that the original creator gets the recognition and compensation they deserve. This would also be a game changer for streamers on YouTube and a major advantage over Twitch. Right now, though, creators have no choice. If they don't want their content being used, they likely have to track down that specific reactor and request its removal. It's also important to draw a line between fair use and outright exploit.
I think if anyone wasn't comfortable with me reacting to a video, I would immediately take it down. Like, that's not a brave statement. Like, that's pretty much what every single reactor says, but...
Especially when the content in question is directly competing on the same platform. What I went through is nothing compared to some of the worst case scenarios. We've all seen reactors blatantly steal content without any attribution. One of the most notorious offenders in recent memory is Sniper Wolf, who not only steals content, but also doxed Jack's films, and her videos are still...
I wonder how she's doing. Oh, wow, those have views now? Jesus. Nah, the algorithm hitmen took her out, bro. There's no way you drop that many views after an allegation. Let's have a look.
Excuse me.
1 mil. 1 mil's okay. 600K. Yeah, she's failing to break a mil. Like, she's still making insane money. She'll definitely be making, like, over 500K a month. But look at the views she used to get. Like, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1.9, 3, 2, 1. And then suddenly, after the drama, it's like barely breaking a mil. It's still insane views. It's very good, but it is less than what she got before. So yeah, I feel like the algorithm police kind of caught up to her.
Still being promoted to the masses. I mean,
she's still making crazy money. Yeah, it's why I said like over 500,000. Like she's not doing... Look at her comments. Aren't they just like actual fetuses? They're just actual fetuses. Like I just found Mummy's phone on the floor when she was drinking. She's passed out from drinking wine. Let's see. Sniper Wolf makes horror movies funny, and I like that. Tap me. Okay, so top comment is literally a bot. Tap me to get free Robux. I love your vids. I guess been watching them since I was 5. I've been watching your videos since I was 5. I'm 6 now. I've been a fan for so long.
How wrong is
actual
that?
Fetuses.
And what message does that send to other creators? Why spend weeks or even months creating something only to have somebody react to it and reap all the rewards? Even worse, YouTube's algorithm tends to boost these videos because...
Yeah, that is like the best example of dead internet theory.
Because again, they generate an insane amount...
Yeah, it was free Roblox schlep. You should have clicked on it.
...of money. They have really high watch times. They appeal to a lot of people.
There was a dono that I skipped earlier. Sorry about that. One of you mentioned that pressure game. I do want to play that at some point. It does seem pretty funny.
So it's a win for you.
It's funny, like, it's weird. I don't play Roblox. Like, the last time I played Roblox was like 4 years ago, and I did like the weather survival mod with some mates, I think, at like 3 in the morning. And I think that was it. This is the last time I played it. I think that was it. I did do pressure. I played pressure for like 10 minutes to get a feel for it. It does look really fun though. It's crazy how like high detail some of the Roblox games are. Like, I swear it's just built for like 5-year-olds, but like there's some really good developers on there.
Thanks for the content.
YouTube and these...
You're a unique mind. Love that you tried to stick to your vision on all your videos. Keep on creating.
Thank you, Deep Web, for the 10. Quite a philosophical dono there.
React channel.
Doors. Oh yeah, I was going to cover doors at one point, but it kind of came and gone. Isn't pressure just doors, but better?
That's why we need a better system in place.
Deep Woken? Oh god, don't remind me. I remember doing that, actually. There was that guy, I forget his name, the YouTuber, Roblox guy, like, carried me.
On YouTube to protect creators, ensure fair competition, and make sure content is used in a transformative, value-adding way, not simply exploited for quick profits. Now, as for the video itself, I'm not sure how this will all play out. With the ongoing debate on Twitter and a Reddit post, which is now the highest upvoted post on r/YouTube of all time, my video...
There's like a war in the comments now. You've got the Roblox YouTuber saying doors clears, and then the mod saying pressure mogs doors. Should do dress to impress. That's just the queso game, right?
Has gotten a surge of additional traffic. I'm not going to sit here...
I'm surprised it shows what websites you actually get the clicks from. I never check my YouTube analytics. I really should do that.
Here and claim that...
I literally just look at like my views, how much money I made, and that's it.
Because his reaction video went down, that all of a sudden I'm getting views because of that. Correlation.
Queso game is crazy. I mean, come on, bro. That's how we're seeing it. I didn't even know about it until I was scrolling on TikTok and it came through.
Doesn't always equal causation, and I fully understand that. Even when it comes to my video losing momentum, it is speculation.
Why are you not looking at your analytics? Because numbers scare me. Scary numbers.
However, based on my experience...
Based on what? Did he say... based
experience and what many others have experienced over the years, I strongly believe that reaction content on YouTube negatively affects a video's growth, especially during its early on stages. This issue isn't even about me or Asmongold. This is...
I definitely think it steals the potential of your video going viral. I definitely agree with that. Like, one thing I've tried to do on the second channel now is like, if we're covering a video on the slop and then Critical beats us to it, we just drop it. We drop it and we're like, nah, let's move on. Let's move on to the next thing. Because, like, your video can still do well, but when a bigger channel comes in and does the same thing, it basically steals the chance of virality of your video going viral, even though it will still do well. But, you know. And that's not throwing any shade on Charlie.
Hey, Pyro.
That's... Hang on, I'm going to skip this one. I'll play it in a sec. That's not any hate on Charlie, by the way. It's just literally how YouTube works. And also, I'm the one that should be getting more shit, not him, because I came into the commentary game way later than him doing daily slop. Because I used to do, like, the old commentary videos where I'd jump around in my room and then say the N-word, embarrassingly.
Hey, Pyro. I was watching Darkwood until the hurricane hit my town. The only thing that was destroyed was my chicken coop. Anyways, thanks for the great content. Shout out to all the trans people.
Damn. Thank you, Ghost, for the 10. Poor chickens, they got one-tapped.
This is a site-wide problem. But ultimately, I'm in the middle of this field because I wanted to clear the air with you. I wanted to show you exactly where I stand on...
The N-word compilation? Yeah, I talked about this in the To Be Honest server. It's like, I know there's compilations of me saying the N-word, from like 7 years ago, and it's really cringy, really embarrassing. You could tell I was a white kid that never left the house, and I regret it immensely. But I'm not going to go around issuing takedown strikes, because that's like a Streisand effect, right? Where you try to censor information, then you make it worse. You just I like that it's out there on the internet, if that makes sense, because it's like, oh wow, I was really cringe and embarrassing, and now I'm a little bit less cringe and embarrassing. I think that's really the only takeaway I can have from it. You know, I'm not going to go around like trying to censor the internet. Like, I remember seeing this YouTuber, the Thor guy that works with Ludwig. He apparently was trying to take down videos criticizing him, like showing he was a furry and stuff like that. And because of that, people then started doing videos and brought more attention to it. So yeah, it's just Streisand effect. But it's not like I care that the videos are online. They don't live rent-free in my head. It's like sometimes I'll see them and it's like, oh, that sucks. Anyways. I feel like bigger YouTubers steal ideas from smaller YouTubers more, because if a small YouTuber has a video it does well, it's a better indicator of it being a good video. Possibly. I think there's definitely an overlap now. I mean, like, look at when Darkwood came out, when my Darkwood video came out. There was already like 4 or 5 really good essays talking about everything.
This. I had a video come out, I noticed some things, and I wanted to share it with you. Why? Because transparency is incredibly important to me. And like all my videos where I'm critical of something, in this instance, YouTube and its landscape, I hope...
I actually have brain rot. Yeah, that was a really good video, though. Wow, the fact that that got no views as well, like, compared to... Because usually calling out React content does very well. Oh, I see. That was the one that banged. I mean, he had that one that kind of banged as well. Thank you, Minori, for joining. Right, guys, I'm ending stream because I'm pretty tired. I will do Fear and Hunger tomorrow. I promise. I will do it all day. No React content. I promise, because I've lied for like the past 3 days about not doing Fear and Hunger. About doing Fear and Hunger.
In Asmongold's case, it seems he's basically given his soul to the ruinous powers, Nurgle in particular, in return for his popularity.
Thank you, Anna, for the 10. No. It's not scam. It's not scam. Fear and Hunger tomorrow, boys. I promise. All right? All right, have a good Saturday. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.